Sorry, I've got the house full up of family members. I've been out in the back garden and we've been cooking lamb. Uh, we've got pork, we've got everything in there, and there's gratin, we've got macaroni cheese, we've got a whole heap of things going on there, and the family's
I'm
there.
on. I'm on the way.
We've got everyone's around for Easter Sunday, so we're just going mad at the moment. Hope everybody's doing okay. It's a big one today, guys. It's scary because we really don't know what we're gonna get. I mean, Anfield, we know what's going on there. We know what they did to Man United, but we also know Arsenal are a commodity and they are a massive, massive, massive uh, different change on what they've done previously before. We can't look at the last 11 years and say, well, it's been Podolski and Cazorla. That's the only thing that's really given us relief there. It's a different team right now, and it's a team that a lot of teams have not been able to overcome at their ground. When Arsenal playing away from home, they are the best in the league, and that includes Man City. What's your thoughts about today, Gary? We're going to look at the team sheet as well.
Yeah, I've been nervous for this game since like Thursday night, because obviously that extra day off just means a day that I wasn't doing nothing and thinking about this game, wanting today to come.
Yeah.
Get out there. I think we can turn these lot over. I think their midfield is weak. I think we're superior in the middle of the pitch, and I think that's where the battle will be won. And I think we'll win the game.
Yeah, Eve, can you hear the TV screen, the voice on my Xbox? If you can, I'll turn it down.
No, I can't. No.
You can't hear it. All right. I'll leave it as it is, although I'll turn it down slightly. If I can find the volume. My office is crazy right now. So let's go for the team sheet, guys. Let's have a look. Welcome to everybody. Let me know where you're from and who you are and what your thoughts are on the game. Right now, we're looking at Ramsdale in goal. Ben White, right back. It's holding in. Saliba has not been able to recover. It makes you wonder who Arteta was talking about when he said one out of the two guys is very close and could play. We knew Nketiah was 2 weeks away, so he had to be talking about Saliba. One can only think that because Holden's done nothing wrong in his performances, that they just didn't want to rush Saliba back. So it is Holden and Gabriel, Zinchenko at left back, Partey and Xhaka in the middle, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. So Trossard's the one that misses out. What's your thoughts on that, Gary?
Yeah, I think it was Saliba that was close. But like I said, I wouldn't risk him in this game for him to break down again. Wait till he's fully fit, get him back in for the last 7 games if he misses next one. As for Trossard, I'm quite surprised that he missed out. Obviously, he scored a hat-trick there for Brighton. You know, he performed absolutely fantastically well in the last few games, you know, grabbing assists, being a real nuisance. I was surprised that he missed out today.
Yeah, and let's get this off the screen so that we can focus on what both we're talking about. Let me get rid of this as well here. Take a little look at Liverpool. Liverpool are coming in with Mo Salah, Van Dijk, Trent Alexander, Robertson, and Gakpo are all restored to the starting 11 after being benched at Stamford Bridge. It means that Darwin Núñez, the 85 million striker, is on the bench with Firmino, Gomez, Matic, and Tomiskas. And so very, very strange what they're doing there, Liverpool. So we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do. I mean, any thoughts about Liverpool changes? Not really shocking news, to be honest with you there, Gary.
No, I was glad that Núñez missed that, because I think him against Holding is a mismatch with pace-wise and strength. So I was quite happy to see him on the bench. Trent, to be honest, I think Martinelli's going to give him a torrid time. Obviously, he's got a bit going forward, but I think Martinelli, his work rate is exceptional, isn't it? You know, hopefully he can get back and help out Ben White, Zinchenko. And I can't see Liverpool causing us problems. I watched them the other day against Chelsea. They was woeful.
They should have lost.
Fabinho looks like he's fallen off a cliff. You know, Henderson is. Well, don't even get me started on Henderson. I could never see the Jordan Henderson thing, to be honest with you. You know, I just think our midfield party on his own will destroy them too.
And I'm going to try and get a graphic up here so we can see what actual difference it's made with the changes in the league this year, and how Man City is the only team that's really chasing Arsenal And we'll have a little look here and we'll see what the difference was between last season and this season with all the top teams. So let's see if we can get a picture of that up here. Here we are. So as you can see here, this is the difference between the Premier League after 28 games last season and the 28 games this season. Liverpool were in second place with 66 points. They're now 8th place with 43 points. Chelsea were in 3rd place with 59 points. They are in 11th with 38 points. It's over 21 points less than what they had last season. Man City were in 1st place. They're only 5 points difference than what they were last year. So they're relatively about the same as they were last season. I did point out that last season they had lost 5 games, drawn 5 games. This season they've lost 4 games as well. So the same amount that they lost all last season, and they've drawn 1 less game. So Man City are relatively about the same as where they were. So don't sort of take any note of people saying, yeah, Arsenal's only in the at the top of the table because the other teams aren't playing well. Let me also remind you that there are only 5 teams in the history of the league, division and Premier League, who have had a start after 30 games as good as Arsenal. So that negates any talk. It basically means that being the 5th, having the 5th amount of points than anyone in history, it would have been hard for any team to chase Arsenal at this point. So it's got nothing to do with what other teams are doing. It's all about how well Arsenal have done. When I talked about this with the guys last week, when Leicester City won the league, they had 81 points. Arsenal are on course for 96. So it's got nothing to do with what's going on there. They've just they're ready to kick off now. You might be watching it on live TV, Gary. I'm on the Sky Go app with my
I've just seen they've just done the minute silence. They've taken their positions.
We
they're
can't,
ready to go.
Yeah, we can't hear the commentary there from Gary's son. So, so shout out to everybody. Shout out to Nay. What's going on? Shout out to you, man. Bertram, I hope you're having a good Sunday, Bertram. I thought you was going to be here, actually, but you must be busy. It says, let's hope Martinelli puts his head down. And no, let's hope he lifts his head up so he can see what he's doing. It improves his vision. But yeah, run at Trent, who cannot defend. I agree. Tony said he'll be here in a couple of minutes. Cam says, after Xhaka, now it's time for the Holding redemption arc. Yeah, hey, bro, Holding doesn't need a redemption. Holding was man of the match when we drew at Anfield 0-0 last season in the Cup. Come on, man. What is all this unfair talk with Holding going on? It's madness. There's a Gooner who hasn't signed a waiver with their name at the top, so I don't know who that is. But it says, come on, you Gooners.
Cross it, Martinelli. Cross it.
Yeah, it's Gary. Oh, it's a shot there. Looks like it's from Xhaka. It's blocked. I'm at 1 minute, Gary. Where are you?
Yeah, 1 minute exactly now.
Yeah, so we're roughly about the same.
So smart free kick played out to Martinelli, who runs at Trent, gets past him easily, and then the scramble, and then Xhaka's shot is blocked, and Arsenal have a corner.
It's Tony. It's Tony. It's Tony. That's actually put his corner to Arsenal. Martinelli to take. Very, very, very tense. And here we go. Liverpool try to clear, and Liverpool break on the counter. Does Zinchenko have that covered? Yeah, Liverpool. Salah's on the right now. Liverpool are trying to get back, but Arsenal have the numbers. It's a great tackle there. And Arsenal deal with it. Yeah, Arsenal deal with it.
That's what I mean. His work rate is exceptional, isn't it? He takes the corner, and then he's back defending.
But let's be fair there. The quartet was Salah had Xhaka, Zinchenko, and Martinelli around him. He couldn't do anything. He couldn't do anything there. So you can see now, Liverpool don't press very well. And Arsenal, you can see Arsenal here in full press. They've just played the ball out to Robinson. Saka is right in his face. He gives the ball and it goes straight back to Alisson. Every time Liverpool are playing the ball out, Arsenal press, and it goes back to Alisson again. There are 5 Arsenal players in black shirts around Liverpool's goal line, and Alisson has no idea where to go with the ball. Klopp is forcing them to play out the back, but this is surrounded by black shirts everywhere. Again, it goes back to Alisson. This time, Alisson goes long.
So I'd get the press on Addison because he's got a mistake in him, and we've seen that.
Yeah. G says that Liverpool midfield is not as better than Wolves or Southampton. It says, remember, before the game at the Emirates, the narrative was we couldn't beat Liverpool full stop. We hadn't even scored against them in about 5 games before that. Now it's shifted to just being about Anfield. Time to put another narrative to bed. I agree 100%, bro. 100%. Hit that like button out there, guys. Let me know what's up. Let me know what's up. Arsenal now in possession, guys.
Everything's going to come down Trent's side in it today. You can see it.
It is. Everything's on the left side. Arsenal win a throw in. Jesus. He was going to take the throw in, but now he hands it off.
I think Trent's in trouble, whoever's running at him. I think if my 86-year-old mum was running at him, he'd still be in trouble.
Madness. 18 says, what's good? Victor says, what's good? Great to see you guys here. Let me know what your predictions are. I know we did this at the preview the other day. A couple of you lot were saying 3-1 to Arsenal, 3-2 Arsenal. I've gone with 3-2 to Arsenal. I think really what happened when Man City started scoring goals is it really knocked Liverpool for 6. But then remember, Man City was playing at home and Liverpool were playing away. Here comes Robinson, who's easily dealt with by Ben White. Arsenal just all over them. Jesus just takes the ball away from them. But it's one again. It's all over the place at the moment, guys, in the midfield. Liverpool are struggling, though. They're talking about how many players Liverpool had rested against Chelsea, but Arsenal, remember, guys, have had 8 days break. Arsenal have had 8 days where they haven't played, so everybody is well rested. Cam says, if we win the league, it shows it can be done, which puts pressure on Liverpool again, United, etc. If City win, oh, well, City always win. It's not that difficult to get your head around. Saka there disrupting the ball off Salah.
That was Curtis Jones.
Yeah. Gakpo's on the right. Don't let him cut in. Oh, he's missed. The Gakpo's on the shot. He's all over the place. It's missed.
I'll get that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking good, guys, so far. The tensity's there. The thing, I remember when we used to watch the games and we didn't start well, Gary, and it seems like we're starting most games well now, and we're really getting into teams, and there's no, apart from the first 10 seconds of each game.
It's an area we've definitely improved.
Yeah. Here comes Liverpool, though. Liverpool's on the right-hand side attacking. Victor says, glad that Alexander-Arnold is playing instead of Gomez. That's already that's a ready-to-eat meal for Martinelli. And Cam says, Martinelli cooking Trent Alexander already. Liverpool in possession. What's that?
Come on!
I'm not there yet.
You're back to see it in a minute, mate.
Yeah, I'm not there yet, mate.
I'm not going to say nothing. Holding across to Gabriel. Back to Holding. Arsenal, good ball retention.
You can
Thomas
see Partey's got the ball. Yeah, Partey's got the ball out here. It's on the left-hand side. Remember, guys, I'm watching from Sky on my Sky Go app on my Xbox, so it is roughly about 20 20, 30 seconds behind the main Sky coverage. Here
Ben
comes
White
Saka on the
into
right hand
Saka.
side. He's got 2 guys
Saka
around him.
driving.
Odegaard
Saka driving,
puts it
still
through.
driving.
Martinelli's
Oh,
in there,
Martinelli.
and he goes in.
Oh,
It goes
yes.
in. That's it. That's 1-0, guys.
Gabriel Martinelli.
It's sloppy. It was sloppy, but Liverpool just didn't know what to do with him. Saka, it was Saka. Saka caught the ball. He was running in possession.
Yes, so.
Martinelli was with him. It's crazy. It's 1-0 Arsenal.
Martinelli again.
You can see here, they're showing it again. Ben White goes to Saka. Saka picks up the ball. He's got 2 men around him. He gives it to Odegaard. Odegaard slips it through. It comes off. It looks like it comes off Van Dijk. Yeah.
Into the path of Martinelli. He takes the touch and then rolls it past the keeper.
You beauties!
It looks like he toe pokes it in.
Yeah, that's it. He took the touch. The first touch was lovely when it came off Van Dijk. He just a little bit behind him. He drags it with the back of his heel, takes another 2 touches, and then just gets there ahead of Robinson and pokes it into the corner. Excellent finish.
It's absolutely fantastic. It's just the sheer frightfulness of those guys running at you. It wasn't quality balls by any means, but the sheer fact that Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli all running at that defense, and they were like deers in a headlight. I mean, you could see the whites in their eyes as those 3 guys were running at them. It's crazy.
And the full press is on now. The full press is on. Odegaard after Alisson, forcing him long.
I just got a message from Neil, the Liverpool fan who did the preview with me. He said, just finished cutting the grass in time for the game. And then he's laughing. Wow, guys. When scoring first, Arsenal in 30 games have won 28 and drawn 2. When scoring first.
What a stat that is, isn't it? Bloody hell.
It's madness. It's absolute madness. Tony, how are you? Happy Easter to you, my friend. Couldn't even find my...
I am very happy. I
couldn't find my black shirt today. I didn't know where my black shirt was, so I had to put on the pinky. Nay says, we want more. We want more. We want more. You're going to get more. There's goals in this game, Nay.
Your black shirt, Apollo, might be with my Jamaican top because I can't find that either.
I have no idea where it is. I've got guys. You must imagine, right? I buy a lot of stuff. I get sent stuff through the post by subscribers. I got so much gear I can't even wear. There's not enough days in the week to wear the amount of stuff that I've got. Not to mention all the old tops from last season and the season before that when Adidas started to get their act together. So I've just got so much stuff to wear.
The press is looking good this game so far. I like it.
It is.
Odegaard finds space on the right. And he's back with holding Arsenal controlling the aspect of the game.
And Gary, I just bought the LGBT multicolored T-shirt as well. The one that reminds you of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air back in the 80s when he used to wear all that colourful gear. So I've got one of those. Mark says, what's going on? Mark, if you want to join me, let me know and I'll send you the link in your inbox on Facebook. In fact, I'll do that now to see whether you're available or not. If you're not, don't worry, mate. But thanks for joining us regardless. I'm just looking for you now. Mark Clark, where are you? There you are. So, Mark, I'll just send you the link. And if you can make it, that'll be great. We're going to party today. It's a holiday. It's Easter. Arsenal are 1-0 up away at Anfield. And Man United fans are just crying because they're their rivals.
Well played, Rob Holding.
Man City fans are just dying.
Arsenal come again with Martinelli.
Martinelli, he gives it to Zinchenko. It's a great save by Alisson. It looked like it. I don't know whether it was going in or it was.
I think that's going in. I think that's going in.
It is. Here's another angle at it. Zinchenko here hits it first time. Yes, it was going in.
Ooh. Yes. Good effort.
Yeah. Mark Clark says, I want to come in. Check your message on Messenger, Facebook. I've sent the link for you. Come and join us, mate. So
Liverpool have adopted the tactic of marking space. They're not going to come and press us because they'll get played around and they'll all be out of position.
Saka with the corner. Oh, he's dropped it. Alisson's dropped it, but it gets cleared by Van Dijk. Whoa, that's a dodgy one. Liverpool are in all sorts at the moment.
And Gabriel Jesus is offside.
Guys, it's Easter. What's your poison today? I'm drinking elderflower and apple.
Chocolate eggs.
Yeah, you know I don't eat. Actually, chocolate eggs. Ooh, let me go and get one, you naughty boy.
What a kick. What a kick. Pulled him to the ground.
Let's not talk about VAR, shall we, Gaz?
Don't. I was watching the Spuds game yesterday,
Yeah, it was awful.
and I just couldn't fathom for the life of me how when you clearly step on someone's foot, how VAR does not see that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well done, Saka. Oh, what? They really gave a foul for that?
You want to see the next one on Salah? You're going to see it in about 10 seconds time.
Yeah, just seen it. I think that's one of them.
Oh! Martinelli almost nicked it off of Alisson's toe. It would have been an easy tap in, and it would have been 2-0.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, guys.
How you doing?
Hey, Mark. How you doing, mate?
Oh, I saw that.
Right, guys, sorry. I've got 4 Easter eggs in my car, by the way, and I can't be bothered to go out and get it. So they've just given me a Cadbury's cream egg. So happy Easter to you guys. Mark, what's going on, bro? Talk to me, man. What's your prediction?
Good, man. What's going on? What minute are you guys on?
I'm
14-30.
Yeah, same with me.
14-20.
I'm 15.
Offside. Jordan Henderson, you're rubbish, mate.
So you probably got the direct feed from Sky. I'm watching it on my Xbox on Sky Go. So I'm slightly delayed. What's your thoughts on the game so far, Mark?
Great start. Look, high intensity. I'm finding it hard how we're making this Liverpool side look bang, but it's early doors. Do you know what I mean? And you know that Liverpool can always spring up with something. But Oldin looks like a player, by the way.
Oh, he's always been.
Always, no, but he's fitted into this current team style of play. I love the way he looks.
I've always said to them guys, and I said it in the preview, when we went up there in the League Cup last year and we drew 0-0, which by the way was the first time we hadn't lost to them in 6 years. Holding got man of the match.
You know, Apollo, you know from when I liked Holding, you remember when we beat Villa in the FA Cup at the final? Holding, what a player. And I've always had his back, to be fair. You know, he makes the odd ricket, but I've always had his back. I love him.
Well, I said before, he's only ever let us down in that one game, which was Spurs away last year.
Yeah,
exactly.
True.
You know, apart from that, he's always been solid.
And to be honest, Son rinsed him for that. It was. I thought it was a bad decision.
See what's coming up, boys.
You know my thoughts on that, Tony. I thought Son should have had a red for that elbow on Holding.
Absolutely.
Nice switch of play from Jesus.
Yeah, to Saka.
Saka comes down the right.
Now.
Have a look.
Oh! It's that was close. Jesus at the far post. Saka looks for him running on, and it's absolutely madness back there. Lewis, what's going on, bro?
He should have scored. He should have scored.
Yeah.
That's a difficult one, Tone. That's a difficult one, man.
I kind of feel like you've got to get it in.
The angle is so tight.
Yeah, it's tight.
If he guides it on target, but the ball was just literally bouncing as he got there.
Now, Gary, he just needs to keep it down and get his foot on top of the ball rather than below it.
Yeah, that's a difficult chance, man.
Yeah.
If he takes it, you say what a finish.
Yeah. Does he go with the wrong foot? Possibly. If he goes with the left foot, uses the outside. No. I mean, it's you're talking inches, ain't you? Another 2 inches on his left foot, he scores. Another you know, if he uses the right foot on the
Arsenal's
outside.
press is solid.
Go on, Odegaard. Do love the way Odegaard runs at players.
Play on, Arsenal. Where are you waiting for the whistle for? It didn't blow. Jesus turns all too much. If he could just knock that ball through, he had a little opportunity there to poke it through.
So shout out to Lewis. Lewis, thanks for joining us, mate. What's your thoughts on the game so far?
Absolutely brilliant start. It's what we need, really. Take the crowd out of the game from early doors. And I'm a bit behind you lot, but yeah, man.
I'm on 18:25.
Oh, I'm way behind. No, I'm not even going to say where I am. I'm just seeing
you're at kickoff, mate. You're at kickoff.
Pretty much, yeah.
We're 1-0 up, by the way.
I know that. It was a great piece of play.
Come on, Saka.
Oh, yeah. It's blocked that time. G says, Tony, his wife would agree, Tony, another 2 inches and he would have been there. Oh, really, bro? Really, bro? That's a typical American, man. We weren't even thinking that. We're thinking about the game, bro. Robinson goes close, guys. Robinson shoots wide. He's off time. Liverpool trying to press Arsenal. Arsenal just seem a little bit more organised.
We look fresher. We look hungrier. Like, we know what the job is.
Sloppy ball from Ben White, innit?
Yeah.
Sloppy ball from Ben White.
Oh, Gakpo! Hey, misses. And that's Robinson, isn't it?
Yeah, Robinson. But sloppy ball from Ben White, and then he's out of position.
Yeah. So I do want to say one thing, guys. We have to remember that the reasons why we kept losing to Man City and Liverpool by 3-4, 5-0 or whatever it was because we just wasn't good with the ball. And teams like that don't have to attack you. They just wait for you to slip up and lose possession, and then they get you on the counter attack. And that's how 100%. They were with Chelsea used to do that to us 4 or 5 years ago because of our inability to keep the ball. Now we are really good. Not really good. We're probably the best in possession. Some might say Man City's better, but I think we've surpassed them in possession. I just think that Haaland is just a beast at what he does and really makes a massive difference to them. But I'm talking about our game possession is probably better than City's right now. And people cannot, we don't turn the ball over. We don't give the ball away. And that's why these teams aren't able to capitalize on it.
Guys, did you not see the great assist from Virgil van Dijk?
Yeah, beautiful.
But what a touch from Martinelli, though. But it was just slightly behind him. The drag was absolutely exquisite.
Oh, yes.
It's almost like at the minute, this Liverpool team have no ideas on how to keep the ball, how to move forward, how to defend. Like they're a shadow of their former selves, man. They are here for the take. We have to take this chance today.
Yeah,
for sure. Have to.
So can
guys,
I just remind guys that that's Gabriel Martinelli's 14th goal of the Premier League, right? Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. Yep, still leads all teams. I just want to say, guys, Ramsdale took a bit of a hit, but he's fine to continue, and the play restarts.
Did he take the hit, or was he just taking a
No, something in his eye.
Yeah, I think there was something in his eye or something. Here comes Saka on the right-hand side again. I mean, there's 4 red shirts around Saka.
Oh, that means there's space somewhere else on the pitch.
Martinelli.
We are absolutely footballing these to death.
Yeah.
Great tackle.
So far, so good, man. So far, so good.
Got away with that one, Odegaard. Well played, Saka. Excellent. Nice, Rob Holding.
Oh, excuse me.
Happy
Easter, by the way, guys.
Yeah, we done did the Easter thing when we came in, man. Them guys
were knocking this ball about for fun. Sorry,
them guys had me running off and getting an egg. I had to run off and get an Easter egg. I got the
Thank
whole
you,
family.
Lewis.
in
What
Thank
are
next
you
you,
door.
talking
brother.
about? He's
You're
won the
welcome,
ball.
Tony. You're welcome, man.
He's won the ball.
All my
That's never a
brethrens up
foul.
there are gonna be happy, man.
Is
That's
that the
never
Ben
a foul
White
from Ben
tackle?
White. Sorry, man. That's never a foul.
It's not a
He's
foul.
got all the ball.
He
Literally.
got all of the ball.
That's
Don't tell me he got a yellow.
it's
He's got a yellow card as well.
Yeah, he's booked him. He's booked him.
See, now that's
What
the kind of
the hell? Why the water running like that?
Well, I do agree with you guys who got all the ball, but the book says is if a tackle is over excessive, and that went, he got the ball and followed through to his ankles, so he could have injured the guy. So
But then that's momentum, though.
it is, yeah. But that's the book, isn't it, Lewis? That's the book. I do agree that it's
But
harsh.
then referees need to determine between what is intent and what's not intent, right?
And there was no
And
intent
look
there.
look at the shambles that there was at the Tottenham Brighton game with VAR.
Yeah.
I could not believe the 2 VAR decisions they absolutely got wrong.
That's what I was going to say.
It
The
was
book also
shocking.
says if you stamp on someone's foot, it's a foul. But apparently yesterday that was forgotten.
Anywhere else
we
on the
go.
pitch, it gets given.
Guys, I'm going to have to duck out for a few minutes. I'm going to go and fetch my daughter from work. I'll be back shortly.
No problem, man. No problem. See you later, mate.
Mute my cam. I'm not going to... So I can come
Ben
straight
White
back.
against Gakpo here on the left-hand side. Gakpo's double teamed, and he plays it back. I mean, Arsenal are just all over them.
Saka
Arsenal
wins
are
it
just
back well.
stomping them.
That's a foul.
Oh,
That's a tackle from behind.
yeah, he didn't do anything there. He didn't. The referee just let that
Great
go
header,
on.
Rob Holding. So you can now just tackle from behind, and there's no free kick given.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
Is he giving the Ben White yellow because he's slightly gone over the top of the ball?
Yeah.
No, I think as he makes the tackle, the ball gets stuck under his bum, which raises him up.
Yeah. And that's actually not even a corner here. That should be a foul to Arsenal because Rob
That
Holding
should
got
be
pushed
the
in the
push.
back.
That should be the push.
Yeah, he got pushed in the back.
Another great header from Rob Holding.
Yeah, Rob Holding, when it comes to clearances, mate, no one's better. He
That
gets
old
more
school
clearances
English.
than Gabriel when he plays. The ball comes in back in again.
Well out, Rob Holding.
Arsenal winning everything there. And it's Martinelli. Oh! The long ball from Jesus to Martinelli there. And the goalkeeper had to come out 40 yards to stop Martinelli from... They're really worried about it. The thing is, Liverpool's got no shape, no structure. They're living off the end.
Nothing.
They're flying hell for leather. And this is not good. This is not the game that Klopp would want to play right now. And he needs to settle it down because if they keep playing like this, Arsenal's going to pick them off. There's no structure to their play at all.
Right,
They can't really string a couple of passes together at the minute.
Let's not get too carried away, yeah? You know they can score in a minute.
Oh, yeah, we've seen them beat United here 7-0, but...
Yeah,
but we're not United. We're organised.
Today.
Yeah, I'll be happier to speak like that when we're 2-0 up. Right
I'll be happy to speak like that after the final whistle's blown and we've won.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I get why you guys are erring on the side of caution, considering we haven't won it for such a long time. You know, so I do understand it.
You know, everyone's got jokes now on Easter. This is madness, you know. Everybody got jokes now on Easter. Oh my God!
Come on, boys! I'm celebrating the.
I'm sorry, I can't hold it in. I can't hold it in.
Go, boys! I don't care if I'm 5 minutes behind. I'm gonna celebrate.
I don't care. I'm not holding it in today. I'm not holding it in.
Let's fucking go. Excuse my language, but let's go.
There it is, guys. There it is. It's Jesus.
Come on.
And, you know, guys, I just put the sign up saying if Jesus can't score on Easter, then I mean, who was it that said that? It was Cam.
Martinelli.
Cam said if Jesus
has risen today.
Oh my days.
Come on.
Martinelli with the assist. He's on the left. He curls the ball in. Jesus is in the middle with the header and puts it right It is absolutely Arsenal ramping madness right now. It's 2-0 to the Gooners, which they haven't won here, guys, in 11 years. They went to Spurs, a place that they hadn't won in 9 years, and they won 2-0. And today at Anfield, which is their worst record in 11 years, they haven't won, and they are 2-0 up in this first 27 minutes. This could be ugly.
What a ball though, to release Martinelli from Saka.
Brilliant.
He's onside. What are you even looking for?
Yeah,
Jesus.
It was close. It was close.
No, not even close.
Yeah.
See the different cut of grass. He was clearly onside.
Yeah, that's back-to-back games now that he scored goals. Imagine, you remember what I told you lot about the number 18 bus on Harrow Road? You don't say anything for 2 hours, and then the R's start coming at the same time. 2 goals last week, a goal this week. Jesus is up and running. That's 8 goals for him for the season, man.
Wasn't it Jesus?
A lot of people said that when he came back, all he needed was that goal, and he will start pinging them in. What happened last week? He pings in 2. This week,
Lewis,
pings in another.
Hey, Lewis,
I mean, come on.
Lewis, me and Gary was fighting at the Emirates about who was going to take that penalty, and Odegaard ended up giving it to Jesus, and that was the best thing he could have done.
Odegaard had no say in it. Jesus pulled rank. I don't care whether you're younger than me. I don't care whether you got the captain's armband. Give me this right now. This is my penalty. You understand? I need this. If you want me to start scoring, give me this right now. Yes.
Come on, Gabriel. How's that foul, ref?
So, guys, I have to say, Arsenal are feeling it now. Alexander-Arnold, it literally looks like he's standing still when Martinelli is running at him, and he gets that cross in. Van Dijk gets the ball under, but it's a brilliant cross. It's a brilliant goal, and it's just fantastic from Arsenal. Van Dijk couldn't do anything. Robinson couldn't do anything. Trent Alexander probably is going to get subbed off after this. Nay,
I didn't even know Trent was playing.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
You're so right,
Trent
Gary.
That's a foul, ref.
Yeah, look what they're doing to Saka.
That should be a yellow card.
Yeah, it
Robinson just taken Saka out.
If Ben White was a booking, this is the booking.
That's a disgusting foul.
Beautiful stuff, man. Beautiful stuff. It's just poetry in motion.
Yeah.
And Van Dijk's got picked up a yellow card. Don't know what that's for.
And the thing is, because I'm a little bit behind, it's the height that Jesus gets, because he has to jump quite high to get over the top of the ball. Like I don't think people will give that goal enough credit. He ain't big, and he ain't that great in the air.
Leander
but
says,
my God, can he leap?
Mad. Leander says, Arsenal playing at home. 18
of course we are.
18 saying Man City fans will stop watching. They're on their Easter eggs now, man.
Why you in them?
Oh, Jesus, Van Dijk's just taken out Jesus, man. Jesus had about 4 feet there. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Jesus' feet were different class. He must have had about 4 feet. 2 left, 2 right. He's gone.
Yeah.
See,
Klopp has no answer.
Yeah.
Klopp has no answer. He does not know what's going on today.
How's that Van Dijk's only second yellow card of the season? Has he been out injured?
Yeah, he was out injured for a little while.
Yeah, quite a while.
But he's gotten away. He's gotten away with quite a few, man. When he has played.
I gotta show you guys this, man. I gotta show you guys this. Oh my God, this is hilarious. At least some people have still got a sense of humor, even at the worst of days. Jamie Carragher's just said something here. Oh, where is it? I can't even see the damn thing now. Where is it?
Alison, what are you doing? Have you not caught that? Shocking goalkeeping. Right,
here it goes. So, Jamie Carragher sends out. Jamie Carragher says on that goal, it was like Carragher versus Henry.
Which goal, man? Is the one at Highbury where Henry just takes it from box to box?
I think it's that one at Highbury when he just goes past
He-
the whole
that's
defense.
unlucky, Martin, isn't it?
Hey, Lewis, and they all trip over each other trying to stop him.
Oh, mate.
That was a goal and a half, man. I was there then. What a goal that was. That's what I was saying to you, Apollo, when we come at the end of the 7 week. We've been spoiled with some fantastically breathtaking football over the years under Wenger.
You're right.
Oh, Salah's through.
No, he's missed.
And he's missed.
Yeah, he's missed.
Good.
We can't get sloppy giving this ball away, man.
100%, man. We need that third goal. We really do. We need that third goal.
And that was Holding that give that away.
Yeah, that was
and
Holding.
then it's Ben. Holding gives it away, but Ben White is so deep. He plays Salah onside.
Yeah. Credit to Ramsdale there, who was already in position. He was outside of the 6-yard box. And what that does is it makes Salah not take that extra step. Salah actually takes that pass to try and play it around him, but it's too much on him. So
Gabriel's down.
So
he'll be all right. He'll get back up.
You have to credit Ramsdale for that one, guys. You have to credit Ramsdale. I hope Gabriel's okay here.
Yeah, because we're struggling with centre backs at the moment, especially. Yeah. Actually, we've got Kivior on the bench. I forgot.
Yeah, he can play.
He can, but him and Matt Turner did not do themselves justice against.
I think that's more a Matt Turner thing than anything else.
Yeah. But then, if the ball's dropping onto my head, I'm clearing it.
Yeah,
I'm going to deal with it. Whether the keeper calls it or not, I'm going.
It doesn't discount the fact that he's a decent player, and what he needs to do, he needs to play Lewis so that he can show his mettle. You know,
100.
What's this goal involvements that they're showing? Bertram, I'm still not sure. Bertram, I'm still not sure why you're not here watching with us, but you must be very busy at the moment. Bertram says, "I hope Gabriel is not hurt because he's the one marking Salah." Yeah.
Seem to remember when Bertram was all over the.
Bertram doesn't like to be on the stream when the games are 50-50. Let's just put it that way. He doesn't mind if he knows we're going to run rampant.
Oh, we called him Bertram a glory hunter.
He is.
Has
this is against Bournemouth, who are terrible.
Has he stopped the agenda against the young guns because they're carrying us this year?
Yeah, they are. Come on.
Oh, what football, man! Unlucky.
Yeah, I saw that.
Saka just slipped at the wrong moment.
Yeah. Here's Ben White with the throw-in.
Right, I'm up with you lot now.
Good.
Strength.
Right, there you go.
And he wins the free kick.
The camp says Bertram only sings when we are winning. Come on, that's harsh, bro. No, you can't say that about Bertram. Come on.
You have to understand what Bertram is. He's a.
Someone has to go against the grain.
Yeah, no, he just likes to critique. He's a bit finicky, but it's all positive criticism.
Yeah.
18 says Bertram is my guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Bertram's I still got to go look for him, Tony.
Apparently, you're allowed to swear at the linesman now. Robinson should get a yellow card.
Listen, these guys have been swearing at officials for years, and they don't do nothing. It's only at grassroots that they decide to take their cards out. You do it at the top end of the game. The players learn their lesson, and the younger generations learn from that.
Exactly. Totally agree with you.
Keep the standards the damn same, man. But they
and
what makes me laugh. Go on, Tony.
You know what's funny about what you just said, Lewis, is the fact that yellows and red cards. The fine is the same at the grassroots level as in the Premier League.
Yeah. I was telling my son this the other day. He's like, "Do they pay for yellow card?" I'm like, "Yes, they do, son.
What a terrible header from Trent.
It's the same, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. You think how much money these guys get at the top level of the game? They should be paying more.
Yeah,
they should be paying more, and that money that the FA gets should be reintegrated. Oh,
guys, shout out to Ebony. Ebony, how are you, man? You're at work at the moment.
Yes, people. Listen, I can't even watch the game because all I'm getting is Brazilian butts, American butts, Jamaican butts, Ghanaian butts.
All right, Tig. Jamaican
That's a lot
butts,
of that's a lot of butts. That's a lot of butts, man.
Yeah,
It
man.
is.
Get ready for
Listen,
carnival by the sounds of it.
I'm just getting bare notifications, and I'm looking at this score line.
Guys, if you've got a
Jay-Z.
stream, inbox there in the private chat, yeah? If you've got a stream, any one of you lot,
Yeah.
inbox there in the
Hold
private
on.
chat.
I'll be back. Give me a second.
Thank you, Lewis. Because I'm missing out on the fun. It's just like I've been nervous for the past week.
Yeah.
And all I can think of right now is I can just imagine how we're playing because we're playing for something. We haven't won the league since 2004, 19 years.
I've got to be honest with you though, Ebony. Liverpool are playing like they're scared of us. They're not pressing. I mean, look, we've got the ball now.
Well done, Ben White.
Odegaard attacking again. It goes on to the left to Martinelli. I mean, Arsenal, they're not even forcing it now. They've gone to Zinchenko. It's gone back into the midfield to hold in. It's switched it now to the right-hand side to Odegaard. And back again. They're moving it back ways.
All we've got to do is hold the ball. We don't need to do anything. We're 2-0 up.
Yeah.
And that's
wait
what's
for
happening.
the opportunity to come.
Yeah, Liverpool are actually pressing us now. And we're so good in possession that we just make it look easy. Balls with Saka now. Saka's just got pulled down and fouled. Arsenal free kick.
That's the third time. That's the third time Robertson's taken Saka out.
We're playing beautiful football.
Yeah. And this is what I'm saying, Tony. Remember, I said to you now about how good we are in possession. That's why teams can't capitalize off us anymore because we're so good with the ball at our feet. And teams now, all those teams that used to beat us in the past, are having to work 3 times as hard to get the ball in a position to win. And
lovely switch, Ben White.
Yeah, look.
What a switch that was.
That's a foul on Xhaka. Then hold on, they're not giving a foul on Xhaka again.
No, don't be silly.
Oh, now they're going to call a foul on Xhaka. So Xhaka retaliated. Oh, here we go. It's got nasty, guys.
Xhaka's off. He put his head in. Why is he getting involved, man? Why is he putting his head in and making the headbutt motion? That's just dumb.
Wow.
They're both getting
Really?
yellow cards.
Is that a red card, really?
Well, the yellow card is out.
It's yellow card.
Listen, he's got away with that. That was foolish. That was foolish. We're cruising at 2-0. Why are you putting your head in?
They both did it. You couldn't send Saka off and not send Trent off.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But it was stupid to get involved. Don't need to get involved.
Yeah. But you know what I like about Xhaka? He don't back down from nobody.
2-1, guys. Mo Salah. See, it's that incident that loses the team momentum.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't worry about that. That was a poor clearance. Poor clearance.
Ben White out of position again.
Yeah, it just nicked it at the far post. Oh God!
Sloppy defending at the far post.
Yeah. That's scrappy, and it's hard to say that they deserve it. Leander says, "Is it me or is that a genius yellow card?" It probably is, yeah. But I do agree with them guys that they said if it's a red card for Xhaka, it should be a red card for Trent Alexander as well.
Yeah.
Says, think about it. Martinelli is going to have even more fun again against Trent. Well, you can run more at Trent now because if Trent gets booked again.
Yeah.
Who's that at the far post? No, Gabriel gets beat at the far post. Oh, it comes off Gabriel onto Salah's shin and in the net.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. 18 says, notice that Apollo isn't saying anything. When it comes to Xhaka, mate, I keep my mouth quiet. I let all of them not say it all.
No, man, listen.
No comment from me. Bobby Borman says, blame Xhaka for that. You don't want to be firing up Anfield crowd. And then he says, stopping the play as well helps the goal happen. Thought Xhaka was over this. Yeah. Guys, thoughts? Tony?
Xhaka will never be over it. He's too hot-headed. As soon as anything like that, he can't calm himself.
Yeah, but you know
what it was, though?
Every
the reason why he
dog.
did it was because he was fouled twice and the referee didn't even look at him. And that's why he got frustrated.
Look,
no excuse.
Yeah, but you know what? When Trent's gone into the back of him with a little elbow, he should have just fallen on the floor, let the VAR decide what they're going to do. Don't get up and put your head in, disrupt the whole team dynamic. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, why is Xhaka getting involved in the stupidness? Because he gets involved in that, it's led to us conceding the goal. Like, come on, man, you're 2-0 up. Like, they're going to do everything they can to get into certain players' heads, and he's one of them.
Oh, that's high foot ref. That's high foot ref.
It's just gone crazy.
Come on, man, that was in his head.
Bobby says, I understand that, Apollo, but stupid thing to do at 2-0 up. Cam says, has Granit Xhaka just repeated the same mistake of his manager last season when Arteta went crazy against Klopp and it galvanized Liverpool? And
so Martinelli just got kicked in the face.
Yeah, I just saw, yeah.
And how
it wasn't a kick in the face, it was more in the shoulder than it was in the face, but it's still a high foot. But then the referee's looking at it like he stooped down. So it's how you view it as the referee.
The foot is high. Under no
foot is high.
Is your foot not that's dangerous play.
Yeah, they don't look at high feet for no excuses. They just look at it as dangerous play. So I'm a bit surprised at what's going on here. Yeah.
Someone needs to tell Xhaka just to calm down and think you're winning the game. That's more than enough winding up to do. Come on.
Yeah.
Arteta
Listen, guys, I'm gonna defend Xhaka. I'm gonna tell you why. Every team needs a dog.
I get that.
He is the enforcer in the team, because if anything's gonna pop off, if anybody's gonna jump at one of our players, Xhaka's gonna be that guy.
Unlucky. Jesus, that was beautiful. Sorry, Tony, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
no worries,
that was a lovely drive.
Are we scoring a goal? But I just want to say, look, Xhaka has his flaws. I understand. Yeah.
Oh, well played, Jesus.
Well played,
Jesus. Well played. Well played. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and for the record, I'm not defending Xhaka at all. You've got kids who are 10 years younger than him who are acting more mature on the pitch, and you're the older statesman.
Hold on,
set an example.
Hold on, Apollo. Like I get where Tony is coming from, because every team you need somebody that's gonna rough it up and mix it up. Xhaka needs to be a little bit more clever about how he goes about it.
Unfortunately, history is not on Xhaka's side, which is why I'm standing my ground on that one. Look, give him all the applause that he deserves for improving his game, for adapting at the 8 role. I think that we should all applaud Xhaka for that.
That's another foul on Jesus goes unpunished.
Exactly. And this is why Xhaka reacted, because Xhaka got fouled twice.
Look at that.
Nothing.
What the hell?
It's just unbelievable.
What the hell?
We're never going to get nothing. Whether we're at home or away, there is a clear agenda against us when it comes to officiating.
Yeah, 100%.
It is there. It is there. Anyone with half a brain can see that. And it really annoys me that we make certain fouls, we get punished. We get punished for less fouls. But teams are allowed to kick us up all day long. So you're caught between, do you take the law into your own hands on the pitch and start dishing out the same punishment? Well, no, because you there's nowhere for you to go as an Arsenal player. It's like you can't be too aggressive, you can't be under aggressive, and there's no balance at all.
Yeah, this is Anfield, guys. That's all I'm saying. This is Anfield, man. You ain't gonna get nothing. You ain't gonna get nothing.
No. What are they giving here? We need to manage this half better, man.
Yeah, Ramsdale just pulled off a great save. Henderson blasts over, guys. He blasts over.
Listen, but the thing is, Saka's come in and made the interception. Fine. Just hoof the ball. Someone out there needs to start saying to the rest of the players, lads, we're coming up to half time. Slow the game down when we're in possession. We're playing this like we're 2-0 down, 3-0 down.
Right, folks.
This is where the mentality needs to
See you
change.
later.
That's what I'm saying. It's all
right,
falling
Ebony.
apart since the Saka
Nice one,
incident.
Ebony.
The team have lost their heads.
We have to calm this down. Who's out there saying, lads, just calm down. We're 2-0 up. We're 2-1 up.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's 48
Calm it
minutes
down.
played. It's 4 minutes, so we got another minute left. But Arteta can't wait to get them guys in and just settle it down a little bit.
Yeah, that's all it needs. Settling down.
I mean, this is a massive game, guys, of magnitude proportions. And that little incident there that happened with Xhaka, it really, really wobbled us. And
Play
so
on, just keep the ball, keep the ball, keep the ball, just keep the ball. We ain't got to. Oh my God, come on. Please, man. Please. It's almost like we want to give Liverpool the reason to score another goal. Like, if we lose this, it's because of how we play, not because they play brilliantly.
I swear the ref just blew the whistle there, then said play on. It's half time anyway, 2-1.
Yeah. Wow, guys, I need to catch my breath. Unluckily for me, they're not going to give me any medication until Tuesday, so I've been really struggling with my lungs for
That's
a while.
obstruction. That's obstruction.
But
Come on.
it's absolutely crazy at the moment, man.
Lads, keep your heads, man. Please,
yeah, they've just got to keep
what
it
they
going,
want.
man. Half-time couldn't have come at a better time, guys. It's Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1. Just a moment.
Look
of
at the way
madness.
they're remonstrating with the referee now. I hope the FA are watching the way that the players are surrounding the officials.
Odegaard just got and pulled Xhaka away.
Yeah, I saw that. I just saw he bumped him in the chest.
Hey, look, Robertson's going mad. Look.
Oh, who got
Anyways,
booked? Who got booked?
One of the.
Hold on, is that Alexander Arnold? Is that Alexander Arnold?
I think
no,
so.
but
no, it's not.
No, it's one of the coaching staff that got booked for Liverpool.
Right, okay.
But the reason why this game is spilling over because the referee has no control.
Yeah.
Zero.
100%.
There's none there. And you're allowing certain things to happen. From the first tackle of the game, if it ain't the way it's meant to be, I don't care whether it's 10 seconds in. You book the player. That tells the players on the pitch, right, this referee ain't going to give us nothing. He ain't going to be lenient. He's going to referee this properly. When you start giving one team a lot of stuff and the other team nothing, this is where, you know, the team that ain't getting the decision, they're going to start getting angry at the referee when, you know, we shouldn't be really, because it's spoiling the football that we played to get us up.
Especially when the fouls are so blatant. It's not even a close call. The fouls are so blatant.
Yeah. But I don't want to make this about the referee, because we, up until, you know, the jacket incident, we had absolutely bullied Liverpool from up until that minute.
I'm going to go around the clock here. So before we do, let's listen to what our chat room is saying. Bertram says, we are dominating the game until Xhaka decides to show his stupidity. It says, Konate should have gotten a yellow for the high kick on Martinelli. And not just that, but there was one with Saka where it's not a foul. He actually grabs his arm in his chest and swings him around and floats him to the floor. That was to stop an attack. That should have been a yellow, again, by the book. So yeah, there's a lot of instances, and look, we know where they're going right now at the moment. Cam says, well done, Xhaka, well effing done. Liverpool down for the count, and your stupid head just had to cause trouble and rile them up. Well effing done, mate. G says, this is giving me anxiety. That referee is giving Liverpool momentum and allowing them. Not just the referees, we are as well, mate. Let's take a little bit of onuses and responsibility for what happened in that situation there. Bertram saying, Cam, stop spreading rumours. I support us all the time. However, the game is only being streamed, so I don't watch it from behind. Yeah. Gary, what's your thoughts on the first half?
I thought the first half was really good until the last sort of 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Saka loses his head, gets needlessly involved. Take the shove in the back, you know, get up, let the referee make a decision, let VAR make a decision, because it was a forearm in the back, and just carry on with the game. They want us to come down to a level where the game's a scrap. If we play our football, we beat them out of sight. We proved that for like 35 minutes in that first half. They want the game to be scrappy and bitty, and they want it to be a war. We don't want that. We just want to go play our football, do our thing, and come away there with the 3 points.
Tony, what's your thoughts? Tony's looking like he's looking at stats at the moment, so I'm going to go to Lewis. Lewis, I know you already talked about the first half and what your thoughts are on it, but you want to elaborate on it?
The thing is, when you're the better team and you're away from home, you're absolutely dominating pretty much every stat there is. There's only one thing the home team can do, and that is make the game ugly, start making fouls, start getting into your head. Sometimes as a player, and I say this a lot to the team that I coach, and I've been told this many times in my career, when that happens, treat it as an accolade. Treat it as a compliment, because you are doing something they don't like. So instead of remonstrating with the referee, just get yourself up, dust yourself down, and carry on and keep playing the way that you're meant to play. Because Arteta right now is absolutely livid that we gave away that goal. We should not have given away that goal. And when I'm looking at the senior players at Xhaka, he should know better. He should say to himself, you know what, let me just get up and just get on with the game. But no, he decides to get involved. And when he doesn't get involved in stuff like that, he's a very, very, very good player, and a player that we need, who does all the doggy work, But then I think Gabriel should be going with his right foot instead of his left for the goal. We have to keep our heads. We have to manage this game a lot better than what we are. And the last 10 minutes is just showing how young we are in terms of experience. You know, like, we should manage a 2-0 lead at this point of the game. But take nothing away from the start. The start's been brilliant. But then you have to say to yourself, right, if I'm getting kicked, if I'm getting fouled, let the referee deal with it. If he don't give me my decision, fine. I'm just going to get back up and keep doing what I need to do. Like, we really got to calm this down, because Liverpool aren't playing great football. And it will be because we've allowed them to get under our skin if we lose this game from this point.
Mark Clark, what's your thoughts on the first half, my mate, with my friend?
I missed. So now it was seen it was 2-0, and then I was surprised to see it was 2-1. So I'm just trying to catch up on a bit of the highlights. Just watching the Liverpool goal at the moment, and I listened to, I forgot who said it. I listened to about they want the game to be scrappy.
That was me.
They're trying to get us out of our pattern, and we're in a decent pattern. Also, what else did I hear? I heard something about, who was it said when they're coaching their teams, and it's all about them trying to get us off our balance. If we just come out now with a settled head and just carry on with the football that we've been playing for 35 minutes, I think we'll take the game away from them. But they're revved up now. They've gone in with a goal. Klopp's going to get into them. The crowd's going to start cheering and shouting and whatever. But I think we just need to silence that crowd again silence them, dominate possession, and I mean positively. And I think we should be okay. But it's Anfield, and anything can happen at Anfield.
So let's see if we can go back up here. Tony's still not ready to talk about the first half. Nay said, I have bad tension headache right now, and I think I've read that one out. Bertram says, not sure if people realize that although we have dominated possession on a net basis, they have had the better chances than us. Yeah, we pretty much buried most of the chances that we've had. Bobby says, Xhaka is a liability and always will be. I agree with that. Nay says halftime was so needed for us to regroup and focus. We can do this. G says, I agree, Bobby. Feels like every call goes Liverpool's favour already. Second half is going to be torture. Cam says, Bertrand, we need to regain control. That is what Arteta's focal point is at halftime. He's going to grab Xhaka by the shoulders, say, get your head sorted out, mate. That's not the Xhaka we need in this team. We need the Xhaka who's the guy who's turned up this year and shown that he can add to the team and that he's not a liability, because the guy who's a liability was not an asset to the team. So he's got to get Xhaka's head right. Bertrand says instantly, I think is this Bobby again? Yes, it is. Bobby says Anfield was like a library until Xhaka decided to give the crowd a voice. Yeah, that's the common consensus at the moment now. Tony, you're working really hard there on your stats. Got anything to add to the first half?
I mean, going back to the Xhaka incident, Trent comes in with a forearm into his back. If Xhaka just hits the deck, right, because it was a forceful forearm, if he hits the deck, there's a chance. There's a chance there that Trent gets a red card. No,
yeah, well,
you get up and you get involved. You get up, you get involved, and now the referee's seeing you get involved. And they go head to head. Xhaka just dips his head in. We've seen red cards for that. There's no need for him to do that at all. Take the hit, go down, let the ref make a decision.
So, guys, let's look at the first half stats. So, first half stats, Liverpool's actually had more possession, 53%. Expected goals, Arsenal just smidging it, 1.2 XG. Liverpool 1.14 XG. Liverpool's had 8 shots, 3 big chances. And have I got Mark in the stream or have I taken him out again? There he is. Yep. Arsenal's had, where are we? 5 shots and 3 big chances. And big chances missed. Liverpool have missed 2. Arsenal's missed 1. Accurate passes. Liverpool again slightly edged. Fouls committed. Liverpool's got more fouls committed. Twice offside for Arsenal. 2 corners. Not a lot of corners in this game. Only 3. Arsenal 2 and Liverpool 1. Tony, you got the conch.
Okay, so a couple of things that just kind of popped up. Obviously, you just mentioned the possession stats. There's one for you. And this is my second one. But I mean, I think what I want to say is we need to stop this battering of Xhaka. I mean, yeah, he's a hothead, but he brings something to our team that clearly all the managers that he's worked with all can see. Now, I could understand you badgering him previously in under previous years because he just wasn't doing the right thing and he was very reckless. But this year he's having an absolute season and a half. So yes, he's a hothead, but he's also a leader on that field. So I just want to. I'm not saying he did the right thing, and I totally agree that, you know what, don't get the crowd involved. But let's not forget where the incident happens and where the goal takes place. They're totally different parts of the pitch. And yes, Liverpool get excited, but we cannot blame Xhaka for the crowd roaring, making the goal go in the net.
Yeah,
the ball has to be played after all the melee. Yeah, the ball still has to be played and there are players who are in line who should be doing things.
Yeah, but Tony, I hear what you're saying, but
It's not one way or it's not one
no,
way or another.
I disagree.
Gary.
I disagree.
Gary, it's not one way or the other. It can be both.
Yeah, I disagree.
Part of it is Xhaka, but Xhaka is not the one who is only responsible for the ball going in the net.
I think at the end of the day, look, what Xhaka did was stupid, and he's lucky he did, because we could be sitting here and Arsenal could be down to 10 men at Anfield.
Okay, Apollo, let me tell you something, that you haven't done that I have done. Is I've now taken the incident and slowed it down. And what you ain't seeing, and if you look at it closely, is when Xhaka and Trent are standing up next to each other head to head. Their heads are both at the same point. Trent throws a kick at Xhaka.
It's funny how VAR don't see that.
You will see.
It's not surprising.
Now, if the referee sees the kick, Trent's off.
But why isn't VAR intervening and slowing?
Ain't helping us, bro. We know that.
No one's helping us, and that's the reason why. We cannot have any of it. It doesn't. No one else on the team is doing what Xhaka did. Nobody on the team is doing it. These guys are 10 years younger than Xhaka, and they're able to hold it down.
I get it. I get it. But as I said,
he's lucky.
Every team has a dog. Xhaka is our dog. Now, sometimes your dog gets out of control.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. They're just playing it now. It looks like Robinson. The linesman elbows Robinson.
He's not elbowed him. He's just
he's elbowed him, bro.
No. I think Robinson's grabbed him and he's just flicked him off his arm. He just flicked him off. Robinson got the yellow card.
I just saw an elbow. What are you looking at?
But the thing is, why is Robinson?
You're right, Apollo. You're right.
But Robinson shouldn't be going up to him in the first place, right?
Yeah, but I mean, all the players.
Hold on, the referee, the linesman should not have done what he done. He should have called the referee's attention and said, "Look, he's giving me a lot of bother. Can you have a word with him?" Right. So both.
Both got an elbow from the linesman.
Yeah, that's what.
But Robertson also got a yellow card.
Wow, guys.
Good.
That linesman looks hench as well.
Yeah, he lifts, bro. He lifts, bro.
I don't know what's going on there, man. All I know is, I remember Ian Wright used to always say, when we were playing him 20 grand a week, he found it tremendously difficult to hold his temper in. But then many times after a game, he thought, I'm being paid to be a professional. I should do a better job at holding my, because Ian Wright he was a hothead.
So just quickly, guys, going back to the officials, do you remember that Uriah Rennie when he took that karate stance against the player when he come running in? He's like, what? He was ready to kick some ass.
Wow, I don't know what FA are going to do, but they're going to have to look at that. Big shout out to Alex. Everyone subscribe to Cannon for the TV. Good for him to join us. It would be even better if you joined us. It would be even better if you joined us on the stream. But I know Sunday you're with your family. All my family's sitting in the front room. About 10 of them are in there.
Alex never does watch-alongs.
That's a lovely ball. Go on, Martinelli.
Bertram says, Tony, so not defend Xhaka for his idiocy. He got the crowd in the game, which inspired the players.
Take a touch. Oh.
Wow.
We have started this second half really well, man. Come on, boys.
Good. Wow, look at that ball to Martinelli. What a ball from Gabriel. Did you see that? That was David Luiz-esque. Ooh, he still got it. Zinchenko tried to get it on his left foot there. He's right. You're right, Alex. He says, I need a bat cave like you. I got my office here. It's got all my stuff in it. It's got my Xbox, big 40-inch Xbox screen. It's got my big PC screen in here. I've got everything where I need to be.
Done.
So, yeah, I agree with you, Alex.
Right.
If I didn't have this, I'd be struggling.
Sometimes I just wish Xhaka would just open up and just hit it with his right foot.
Hold on.
Anyways,
what's
we're
going
in good
on there
control.
with Robinson? Did Robinson
got a yellow card at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
Robinson was absolutely apologetic, stunned even when he said the linesman just elbowed me in the throat. Jordan Henderson was well aware of it and led the remuneration. What is this? Sorry, hold on. To referee Paul Turney. Okay, and after that they got taken away. Extraordinary scenes, guys.
What? So the ref took away the yellow card.
No, the ref took the players away.
Yeah, he took the players away. Guys, I've got to say, I've never seen anything like that before in my life. I've never seen anything like that.
But you know, as an official, you're literally there on your own. Do you know what I'm saying? And you're seeing more. You're seeing more and more in
Liverpool.
Come on, guys! It's free to Henderson now. Henderson ain't gonna shoot from there. It's Salah. Salah's got Gabriel. He chips the ball in, but it's headed away by Ben White.
Got sloppy.
Someone go to him. Henderson with the cross, the cut back in. He goes to Gakpo in the box. And it's blocked by Zinchenko. The Salah's shot blocked by Zinchenko.
Oh, that's a foul.
Yeah, I thought that was a foul on... was it Jesus?
No, don't be silly. He's wearing the wrong colour kit.
It was on Saka. That was a foul.
Oh, it's got in there! Whoa, well done, Ramsdale. I tell you what, for all of you guys who said you didn't like...
How is that not... Wow!
But all of you lot. Gakpo's the real deal, man. I love him. And I wish that he'd have joined Arsenal, man.
Well done, Gabriel. Wow.
He's been great for Liverpool.
Do you know what, right?
Come on, ref. How is that not Xhaka?
He's booked Ben White for less than that.
How is that not Xhaka?
But what I hate is that the commentators are saying it's an old-fashioned crime. It's a freaking foul. Like, how can you...
That's not even a tackle. Did he get the ball?
Yeah, he got the ball.
Not with his feet, he did.
But
No. We can't be calling one thing like.
But the thing, see, this is the thing. Why is VAR saying that you missed that there? It's ridiculous.
Ben White got a yellow card for follow through, and you're not telling me that that's not follow through.
Exactly.
Where's the consistency?
That's the bullshit.
There is none.
This is what we got to put up with.
That's wrong.
This is why the players are losing their rag, guys. This is why they're losing their rag. That was pure follow through, and he doesn't get nothing for that. But yet Ben White gets a yellow. That's foolishness, man.
Arsenal are giving this ball away too cheaply.
That's because we're rattled. We're not calm. Yeah. We're still het up from the first half. Can see it.
What a shocking tackle! Look how angry Gary is. I haven't seen Gary looking this angry all season. Did you see that tackle on Xhaka?
I saw it.
How does he not get his card out for that?
He didn't even get a free kick, let alone get a card out.
That's embarrassing. Sorry. That's embarrassing. Daniel, shout out to Daniel. Daniel says, just like last year, Mikel started rearing off his mouth to Klopp and got everyone hyped and killed the whole game.
Here come Liverpool again with Curtis Jones, who looks like a typical Scouser, doesn't he, Curtis Jones?
My God, I agree.
He wouldn't trust him with your hubcaps.
Gary Bertram said Xhaka ran into him and then he reacted.
Oh, come on, Bertram, man.
But I'm not saying too much, man. I'm not saying too much. But we got to weather this storm and get our foot on the ball and just slow the game down.
Penalty, Liverpool.
You had to expect a storm.
My days! You joking?
You had to expect a storm.
Corner given, and it comes from the corner.
Flipping heck, man. Please, lads, man. See?
You had to expect a storm. So this is one of them situations where you say, just see it out 10 minutes.
Oh, my God. Is that a pen?
Yeah, it's been given. It's going to get given.
Yeah.
It's going to get given. And it's a goal. My God.
Scored. Have they scored?
I just don't understand why we can't manage these big games better away from home.
They come out bright, didn't they?
I don't even think that's a foul.
No, me neither. Me neither.
That's just a clash. That's just a clash of legs.
Listen, the referees are always, the officials are always gonna.
Holding's running for the ball, and Jota cuts across him.
It's not even a penalty.
That's never a penalty in a million years.
Yeah.
It's a penalty to be taken.
Not really.
Says goal goes.
He's booked Ramsdale. Is he booked Ramsdale?
Yeah.
He's booked Ramsdale.
Penalty miss.
Yeah, he's missed it.
Don't lie. He's missed the penalty.
Right.
He's missed
Alright,
it.
lads, come on, please, just settle down.
Yeah, he's missed it.
Who missed it? Salah.
Salah, yeah, puts it wide.
It's on the screen there,
Wow.
Lewis. Lewis, it's on the screen.
Wow.
Justice is done.
That is the warning. That is the warning. That is the time for everybody to get their heads together and say,
Yeah.
just chill this game out. We don't have to play 150 miles an hour. Let's play at our pace. They have to come out if they want the 3 points. Like let's use that to our advantage. Do you know what I'm saying? Just chill this game out, please. Somebody out there with some common sense. Wow.
So let's off.
Guys, I'm not even blaming Rob Holding because I don't think that was a penalty at all.
No, I
not the
agree
one.
with you. I agree.
When
with
you see some of the stuff that the referees let go, how is that even a foul? It's ridiculous.
Boy.
Neil, by the way,
Crazy, man.
Liverpool fan Neil says Xhaka seems to have woken us up. Let's see if we can keep it up.
Why is this one? This
Let's
What are you
stop
going,
with the
Zinchenko?
Xhaka stuff, yeah, because
Seems
the crowd
odd.
was going to wake them up either way.
It's all Liverpool right now, guys. It's all Liverpool.
As
Well
I
done, Thomas
expected it
Partey.
to be, Apollo, but we've really got to, like, you're away from home, you're at a place you haven't won in a while. Like, get your head on the game.
The heads are on the game, brother. Then don't forget,
Nah,
there's
they've
two
lost- they've
teams
lost their
playing
heads,
this
man.
game, bro.
We
Tony, you
playing
sound like
we're
me.
rattled.
Tony,
Yeah.
you sound like me.
Don't forget, guys, this team put 7 past United.
Yeah, I'm not saying for a second that Liverpool at home are crap. What I'm trying to say is
Hey, is
just
that a yellow card, ref? Is that a yellow card? Is that a yellow card?
The game's so frantic because the ref has let so much go.
and this is what I said at half time. Gary.
Yeah,
I said
you're
the same
100%
thing.
right, Lewis. 100% right. Fabinho got a yellow card.
Yeah. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Gary. And guys, listen, guys, just think of how angry and amped up we are. The players are twice as angry as we are. Yeah?
Man,
Those
I know
young
if I was a
21-year-old,
player,
22-year-old players who represent our team are twice as angry as we are, and they're trying to hold it down. They're trying to hold their composure.
Correct.
They're trying to be professional. That's how tough this is, guys.
Yeah, and you're playing against 12 men. You're playing in Anfield. The crowd is
you mean 13? You mean 13? The guy in the VAR
13
room as
even,
well.
Lewis. Exactly.
Come on, here we go now. Here we go. Thomas Partey in the midfield and puts the ball through. Oh, it was going through to put Saka one-on-one against the goalkeeper, and it just comes off Henderson's shin. Oh, that was unlucky.
Yeah, Van Dijk just got across to block it. He needed a bit more air on that.
What a save by Ramsdale! What a save by Ramsdale! What a save!
Man. This team, man.
That was a sure goal. That was a sure goal. What a save from Aaron Ramsdale.
I think it's time to bring Tierney on.
You know what? He didn't even have a good look at that. He was blocked. He didn't see the vision wasn't great. What a save by Aaron Ramsdale. Wow. Wow.
Do you know what, Gary?
Gabriel's just taken one in the face.
It's not.
Gabriel's just taken one in the face, blocking the shot. Sorry, Lewis. Go on.
This game
No,
is a
Gabriel.
mental. This game's a mental battle. It's not about our ability. It's not about the players on the pitch, right? It's about, can you keep your head in these situations? And right now, Liverpool are using every ounce of their experience that they can to get into our heads and unsettle us, and it's working. Because look how the games turn. Just look how the games turn.
Yeah, and we are not playing our game at all, guys. We are completely
Exactly, and this is
rattled.
I think we've got to get rid of Zinchenko.
Yeah, I was right, guys. Ramsdale did hardly have any. He didn't hardly see that.
Zinchenko was bang in front of him.
So was Gabriel. He had two players in front of him and didn't have a good look at the ball. Got it last minute. You can see it here. Are they going to show it again? No, they're showing the penalty. That wasn't a penalty.
Great save.
Tony, he doesn't even see it till last minute.
No.
He's got two
Big
guys
boy save, man. Big boy save. Ramsdale's guessed right, because you know Salah's not going to close off his foot and go near post. He's always going to go across keeper on his left foot.
On the replay, Klopp's not facing the pitch when the penalty's taken. Salah strikes it. He gives it a little fist going. Yeah, he turns around. He puts his hands out as if to say, "What happened? Excellent. I'm not a big Sorry.
That's hilarious.
He gave it a little fist. Yes. He turned around. It was. What's going on?
10 minutes in, we got to start playing.
Thiago's coming on for Liverpool.
Yeah,
we've got to start playing our football again. We need to start controlling this game again.
I think I agree with Daniel. I think we need to get Trossard on. But who do we take off? Xhaka? I think you take off Xhaka. He's already on a yellow. I think you take off Xhaka.
I'd agree with that.
And put Trossard in at the 8. You got to keep.
Are we Nunes getting ready as well?
Oh bloody hell, man! You know they're going long, boy. They are going long.
Yeah. Rob Holding's gonna have his work cut out now.
Jota off, Nunes on, Curtis Jones off, Thiago on.
Oh,
yeah, they're looking to control this game from the midfield via Thiago.
Yeah, but he has an error in him. Let's try and sneak another goal out of his errors.
Oh wow, Salah! I've only just seen. Wow.
Lewis, talk to me.
No, I'm just seeing what Gary. I've just seen the penalty miss. Wow.
Oh right.
Wow. That's all I can say. Like, you would put everything that you own on Salah converting from 12 yards.
Mate,
no, but he's had 6.
He's missed his last 2.
And he's missed 3. He scored 3. So you wouldn't put your house on a geezer who's missed 3 and scored 3.
Yeah. And he plain out missed that. I mean, he just missed the target. We need to get a hold on this game, guys. And it's going to come down to Odegaard and Partey and Zinchenko. Our midfield needs to get a run on this game.
Yeah, for sure.
Who do you bring on from the bench? Yeah.
Trossard.
And that's the only change.
Tierney for Saka, maybe?
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Push up Zinchenko into midfield full time.
Martinelli on the left now, guys, in attack. Arsenal seeing a rare. And then he loses the ball. Oh, but you can't do that, man. We need to keep possession of the ball right now. That's a free kick. Thomas Partey.
Gabriel Jesus just got pulled back by Salah.
Yeah, I saw it. I just saw it. Yeah.
You know, it's ludicrous.
The ref is letting them get away with everything. We're up against it here, mate. If we want to win the league, it's 11 versus 13 today.
That's it. Good bit of possession, Arsenal. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Back home. Go home. Go home.
Yeah.
Don't force it, Gabriel.
This is so tense.
See, they're arguing amongst themselves now. They're starting to get a little spat with each other.
Arsenal or Liverpool?
Arsenal. Gabriel shouting at Martinelli because he didn't have a pass on. Just go home to Ramsdale. You have plenty of time. You don't need to force the ball.
Or you hoof the ball, old school English style, in as far as you can into their half, and then
What's
you get
happened here?
everybody up.
So the referee has stopped the game, and he's had a quick word with Odegaard. Then the game continues with the throw.
No God.
This referee's terrible, by the way, guys.
I'm not blaming no referee today, man. I'm not blaming no referee. No. I'm tired. I'm tired of that narrative. Like it's what we do with the ball. No, but I didn't mean narrative. What I meant was when things don't go our way, we tend to blame the referee a hell of a lot. Yes, he hasn't been great.
Oh my God, Thomas Partey has just. He barely even touched Gakpo, and the referee's just given a free kick.
All right, okay.
Yeah, these are silly fouls that basically the referee's killing us.
Yeah, he is.
They go into.
Yeah, I know what Lewis is saying, but man, the ref is really thrown us under the bus today. Yeah.
In other games, we don't blame referees, but the referees are still bad.
Yeah,
they're bad when we're at home. They're bad when we're away. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Comes in, and it's over. Everyone, Van Dijk and Gabriel battling for it. Corner, Liverpool.
Yes, corner to Liverpool. Guys, if we get over this game today, man, you've got to give credit to those young heads out there. This is the youngest team.
If we do go on to win this, honestly, you've got to give credit to all of them, because this game, the way it's gone, like with the officiating and stuff like that, is just disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, you know how Brighton feel yesterday, innit? Because Brighton got robbed of a victory yesterday. And today feels like it's going down that road.
But I tell you what, guys, the advantage here, and remember that I've said this because it's going to come back into play later on. The advantage here is that Liverpool are so sucked in at the moment that if we get them on the counter now, we could easily score. This game could easily be, as well as 2-2, it could easily be 3-1 to Arsenal. Liverpool have poured everybody into the box.
This is where I'd leave someone up front.
Yeah.
You've got to expect to go to Anfield and get pressure. You have to.
Oh yeah, no, that's a given. But what's not helping is when the referee's giving stuff to them and not stuff the other way, and it's exactly the same or worse.
It's inconsistent. It's inconsistent.
Here comes Arsenal.
Right now.
No, he's offside. Oh no, he's not offside. Here comes Martinelli. It's exactly what I talked about. It's a one-on-one break. He's got no support. He's going to have to bring it back because he's got no support. But this is exactly
just hold it there. Just hold it there. That's fine.
Through ball to Xhaka. Xhaka now he's gone back to Odegaard.
That's fine. That's fine. Just come back. That's it. Good. Keep the ball.
Wow.
That's it.
This is a dangerous. Liverpool look tired.
And
they put a lot of energy into the first 20 minutes, didn't it?
Just keep moving the ball. Keep moving the ball.
Yeah, here comes Saka on the right-hand side now, guys. Saka on the right. He's got Ben White in the overlap. Ben White takes it on overlap, gives it back to Saka. Odegaard now.
Ben White didn't mean to give that back to Saka. He trod on the ball.
He's lost it. He's lost possession. Randall says, all we want is one more goal. Yeah. That will counter offset.
I don't even want one more goal. I just want to find a whistle.
Exactly.
I just want 3 points, boy. I just want those 3 points to travel back to London with.
Yeah. God, I swear, if we get this win today, guys, it would be monumental. We've not won here, guys, in 11 years. 11 years. 11 years.
Jesus, he's back on there.
They had to show the no-look pass from Jesus.
Trossard's warming up. He's taking his top off.
Yeah, we need some experience out there just to slow the game down at the right times, man.
Where's
The last
I
time
think
he was here, he had
Martinelli's
a
done
hat-trick.
well. Martinelli's done really well, man. He's done really well.
Trossard.
But I think Saka. I think it might be Saka that comes off. You know.
I'd take off Xhaka. I'd play Trossard at the 8 and keep it as is. I wouldn't change much, to be honest with you. We're hurting at the moment now.
I spoke to Irfan about that. The possibility of playing the 5 killers up the top. Odegaard, Martinelli, Trossard, Jesus and Saka all at the same time.
Wow.
We need a pre-season for that to work, man. That's a lot of attacking.
It
is. I think you can do that against lesser teams, but probably
not Liverpool.
Yeah.
Because I kind of think like what you're missing with Xhaka, you gain so much more with Trossard.
Agreed. 8 assists in his last 8 games.
So,
and last time he played here, Tony, he scored a hat-trick.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, man. Why don't you just turn on that and just play at home?
We're not doing the simple things, are we? You know, we're forcing it.
No.
We don't need to force it.
Right, I tell you, man. It's just been a mad game, guys. It's just been a mad game.
Look at the space Salah's got there, look.
Oh, Rob Holding. Well done, Holding, for that. That's your job, Holding. That's all you got to do, mate. Yeah. Wow. I think the game needs subs. I think we need a different energy. And I think the subs will bring that. I think we need energy.
So
clearance.
The other thing that I think we should potentially look at, especially in this game at this situation, is bringing on Tierney and pushing Zinchenko into a double pivot.
I think if you're going to go with a double pivot, you bring Jorginho on.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about Zinchenko's defensive capabilities.
No, not that guy. He can't run, man.
You don't need him to run. You just need him to build space.
We need somebody that can hold the ball and make passes right now.
Yeah,
because that's not what we're doing.
Zinchenko can do that, but he's being pushed back right now. He can't do what he does because.
Come on, get rid of the ball. Wow. Yeah, the other thing as well is, guys, remember Xhaka's on that yellow. Ben White's on the yellow. Ramsdale's been booked as well. For Liverpool, they've got 4 yellows. Trent Alexander, Fabinho, Van Dijk, and Robinson have all been booked. So there still could be.
That was a clearance by Holding, boy. He did not hold back on that clearance.
Yeah, he's had 2 clearances in the last minute. I'm actually on Who Scored now, trying to look up what his clearances are for the game.
He's probably on maybe 4 or 5 by now, maybe 6. It's almost like we've gone into our shell a little bit. It's like, we're 2-1 up, and we really,
Holding's had 5 clearances, Apollo.
5. Okay, thanks for letting me. He averages 7, which is the most out of any player on the team. He averages 7 clearances per game, which, as I said, is high. Gabriel averages 6.2, but the problem is, and Gabriel's our highest, but when Holding plays, he is the best at clearing it from corners, set pieces, free kicks. That's his forte. Arsenal now back in possession. It goes to Zinchenko in the midfield. Arsenal now attacking. It's a through ball. That's great to Martinelli. Go on, mate. Oh, you're unlucky. Oh, it was one. Oh, my God. That could have gone anywhere. Martinelli was put clean through. There's another foul on Xhaka, which, again, the referee ignores. Great tackle by Thomas Partey to break up the Liverpool attack.
See, it's times like this right? But I wish we had a target man option from the bench. And this is not me saying that
You know, it is
Jesus
what
is
we miss. It is
crap
what we miss.
or rubbish, but we need, like, when games are like this, you can afford to go longer
Yeah, well,
and
we've got
get
Eddie,
him to
but he's
hold
not.
them.
He's not fit.
But
He's not
Eddie's
fit.
not tall. Eddie's not a target man.
He's not
Yeah,
top.
he's
Eddie's
five foot
not a
11.
target man.
He's 5'11". He's not 6'3". He's
He's
tall.
not a target man. What I'm
He's
on about, Apollo, is
A
a
Giroud.
guy that's able. Yes, thank you.
you're talking
Or
about
Isaac.
And
you're talking about
Shaka gives away
Osimhen.
a dangerous free kick here for Liverpool. Gives them
I
another
would take
opportunity to put it in the
Osimhen.
box.
Like if we could break
Osimhen.
the bank and get Osimhen into this side, it transforms us instantly.
100%.
Like tenfold. The City can have Haaland. We'll have Osimhen. Like it's almost like for like.
Yeah.
I don't care about all this treaded on toes of Jesus. If you want to be ruthless and win a lot of stuff, you've got to have a squad that's like that.
Guys,
That's
I've said
competing
this.
with each other.
I've said this 100 times. Jesus played 94% of his games for Man City on the left, and he was hugely productive. 94 goals in 240 appearances. That was all done on the left. He's played through the middle this season. He's looked okay through the middle, but I still think that you can fit somebody else in. I like it when he plays with Eddie
100%.
and Eddie's on top. But then Martinelli has got you 14 goals. So does that mean you put Martinelli through the middle? You do see what I mean? There's a lot of things that you can do. Here comes Martinelli again. He's got huge handfuls of space on the left. Just square it. Here we go. Oh, it's so close. Oh, my God.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, my God.
What defending that is by Robertson, whoever it was.
Saka was an inch away from getting a tap in there. That's ridiculous. Here they come again.
Come on, man.
Zinchenko squares it to Saka. It's overhit, but Saka maintains possession. I just threw my hat on the floor. Would you believe that? It comes up to Odegaard strikes. It's a save.
Oh, come on. We need that. I'd said it at 2-0. We need that third goal, man.
Yeah,
we need that third goal.
Tony, my blood pressure's licking maximum right now, man. Jesus Christ. Hey.
It's a game of inches.
Hey, Gary, let me take the thermometer, man, and just measure my forehead. My blood pressure just licking 9 right now, man.
As soon as you're going to stick it on your forehead, it's all right.
No, because listen, I told you 5 minutes ago that Arsenal will score by a counter-attack. Since I said that, they've had 2 counter-attacks and Liverpool are all in all sorts of trouble. Look, Liverpool are throwing hell for leather. They're going for it. They've got 6 attacking players now. And they're going to struggle to defend the counter-attack.
Yeah, they have to. They need to throw the kitchen sink now.
Yeah, and I can smell a goal from Arsenal. It's just coming.
Yeah, they have to. Because 74 minutes, you got 15 minutes to play, basically. You need a goal. You need a goal. You need a goal just to get a draw.
Yeah.
But I would freshen it up. I mean, Bertrand's made a good point. I think the game's passing Odegaard by.
Who'd you bring on? Who'd you bring on, Bertrand?
Tony.
Tony, Bertrand, Tony.
Who's this Tony Bertram guy?
Yeah, I actually think Odegaard for Trossard would be a decent swap there.
Oh man, I tell you guys, I've lost 5 years of my life watching this game. I swear to God, man. 18 saying have to keep that video on Apollo throwing his hat down.
You'll get it back if we win. Just remember that.
You want to know the joke though? You don't want to know the joke, 18. I was screaming the commentary out on that, and none of the other guys here said a thing. When Martinelli was running in there, he squeezed the ball in the middle. It looked like Saka was going to tap it in for a goal. And I looked at Gary, Lewis, and Tony, and none of them said anything. One of them
you're ahead of me. You're ahead of me.
Yeah, you're ahead. I actually think Martinelli's got to be greedy there.
Oh, Jesus gets... Oh, that's a foul on Jesus. And the referee doesn't care. It's a foul on Jesus. Go on, Ramsdale. So
I actually think Martinelli should have been greedy and gone for goal. Just go for goal there.
There you go. Go again. No, don't go
Ram-
back.
Ramsdale didn't really need to roll that ball out so quick.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
No, let's get the ball under control. Kill a little bit of time.
Here we go.
We're off.
Zinchenko's on the left. It's blocked. Now Liverpool have got it back. Zinchenko, man. Xhaka's gonna. Xhaka's done well there. No, Xhaka, what are you doing? Oh.
Roberto Firmino's on. He loves a goal against Arsenal, that guy, man.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Party wins possession back. Here comes Saka. Saka's been the invisible man. He's hardly had a look at goal. Look at that ball from Odegaard. That was world class. Martinelli now on the left. Oh, he slips it into Saka. Come on. It's a free kick. It's a goal kick. What a ball from Odegaard. What a ball from Odegaard. When you wait until you lot see this ball, Odegaard splits it past 3 defenders to Martinelli on the left.
It's absolutely.
But see that Saka doesn't need to cross that ball. Saka can bring that out and we can retain possession.
Yeah.
Lewis, talk to me,
Don't
man.
need to push it. Just keep passing in there.
Mate, I just want this game done already, man. Like,
Big 15 minutes. Big 15 minutes.
I'm here. Oh my! Like, I'm so far behind. I've only just seen the foul on Jesus.
Oh my!
Like, how has the referee allowed this? What is this? WE? Like, is this UFC?
Okay, here comes Trossard. Trossard's on.
Jesus off.
Coming on.
Jesus off.
So that means Martinelli through the middle now and Trossard on the left.
No, I don't think it changes anything. I think Trossard down the middle.
Yeah,
and
they interchange.
Martinelli stays out wide. Yeah,
They interchange. Let's not forget, boys. They interchange.
Trossard is very intelligent.
Chirio's coming on as well.
Yeah, he's shoring it up because now Liverpool have got an extra striker.
Chirio's going into the centre midfield.
On the pitch.
So basically 5 at the back. We got
no, it's an extra mid. It's a double pivot.
And Odegaard's coming off.
Oh yeah,
he can play as a DM.
Yeah.
It's a double pivot. Which one of you called it? Was it Lewis or Gary? One of you called it.
It was
double
me.
Pivot. It was Tony.
Gary.
Yeah.
Tony.
It was that Tony Bertram guy.
It's a double pivot, guys.
I think sometimes you've got to go with a double pivot.
Yeah.
What I said was, instead of putting Zinchenko there, I would have gone for Jorginho for the experience. He doesn't have to run; he just has to fill spaces.
Yeah.
Wow, squeaky bum time, guys. Squeaky bum time.
Okay, so we got 10 minutes.
Jordan Henderson now telling the referee, "What you're doing? You're supposed to be on our side. What you doing?"
Yeah, again, you can shout and swear at the referee. It's fine.
Give me a yellow card.
What you doing, ref? You're supposed to be on our side.
We paid you in a brown envelope this morning.
Yeah, no mean, yo.
He said, what do you mean brown envelope? It was a white envelope. Oh no! You got the wrong envelope. That was the birthday card for my wife.
Oh God.
Okay,
come on, Trossard, man.
Yeah,
work some magic. I know you're gonna make a magical moment in this game, man. It is built for you to just kill the game off right about now. I would have brought him on earlier though.
Trossard down the middle.
Here comes Nunes. Great save by Ramsdale. Wow.
I can't take this, man.
Ramsdale,
I
man of the
really
match
can't
so
take
far
this.
for me, guys, today. Ramsdale, man of the match for me.
Wow, what a save.
Wow.
What a save.
Ramsdale, man of the match for me.
That's a game-saving change.
Right, that was Kiviar's mistake in the midfield.
Don't you mean game-changing save?
Wow.
That's what I meant. Sorry, Gal.
Yeah, that is Ramsdale. Guys, I'm telling you now, Ramsdale is my man of the match. I'm not even fronting. 10 minutes left. What a save. Great stuff.
Wow. What was Kivior doing?
Remember, the kid's young. He's just coming to the game.
He's coming in cold.
Where he makes that error. That error in that part of the pitch is
See, that's why I would have gone for Jorginho.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, thank you, Gary.
I understand the change, but it's the player that he's put in. I'm not too sure about the player we put in.
I would have put Jorginho in there.
He's got to win his duels. You can't come in and lose that duel.
Ben White, what are you doing? Ben White's had a shocker.
Yeah, he's not played well today, has he?
Our right-hand side of the pitch has been nullified today.
Yeah.
And usually
Offside.
it is just...
No
usually
corner.
it is
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny? Rob Holding was looking at him all the way when he was offside, and he smiles at the linesman when he finally puts it. Rob Holding, you've done well today, mate. Don't worry about the penalty. I don't think that was a penalty. I think
that was never a penalty in a million years.
Yeah, hold your head up high, Rob Holding. You went up there last year in a 0-0 draw and got man of the match. Don't let no Arsenal fan telling you can't play against Liverpool. Don't let no Arsenal fan tell you can't play against Liverpool. Victor says Nketiah doesn't have the skills for this match. I think we need to play him.
Oh, Saka's what? That's a penalty. Sure, if that one was a penalty, that must be a penalty.
Yeah, it's that penalty.
We're not gonna get it.
Jesus Christ, man, this is so frustrating.
Saka got good.
Yeah, win it.
Ben White's had a shocker.
Listen, a lot of them haven't played well. Is that Trossard on the right? Here comes Trossard. Counter attack. Trossard's keeping the ball on the right.
So,
he puts it through. It's a corner to Arsenal.
You see that? Saka just crossed with, I think it was Thiago, clipped his heels. The referee waved play on, said it was a coming together. Exactly the same as what happened with the penalty.
Yeah. Saka is very, very slow to go and take the corner.
Yeah, he gets a yellow card.
I don't blame him. Take as much seconds out of the game as you can.
He's been booked for time wasting.
Yeah, he's just got the yellow card now.
Saka's just got booked for time wasting. Okay. What is this ref doing? He's just what is this ref doing? That's unbelievable. Corner. Gabriel! Oh, saved by Allison.
Right, straight at him. Anywhere else, it's a goal.
Yeah. Oh, God. 5 minutes left, guys. 5 minutes left.
Plus about 7 hours injury time.
Oh, dear, man.
Zinchenko, how have you got cut out? How's that gone over your head? Well done, Gabriel.
Why is Martinelli trying to dribble through 5 red shirts? That is stupid by Martinelli. Oh, it's 1-on-1 now. Here we go. We've got Saka. Saka on the counter-attack with no support.
Trossard's the other side.
Oh, if I was Saka, I would have gone there. Saka beats 2 men. Squeeze it. There's nobody there. There's no one there in support. Not a single person. There was Trossard, but nobody else ran up with him.
Everyone else is dead. Here come Liverpool now.
Yeah, it's a good tackle there by Ben White, and Ben White's fouled.
Wow, we dropped really deep now, haven't we?
Guys,
5 minutes to go plus injury time.
Gabriel's taken one in the family duels.
Yeah.
Well done, Ben White.
Wow, guys. Seriously, guys, after this game, I'm gonna sit in my garden and I'm gonna crack myself a cold one, man. You know, did you see how angry Saka was on the replay?
No, do you know what? Saka slipped. As he crossed the ball, he slipped.
It don't matter. There was no support. There was nobody there. He put the ball on a plate. And the thing is, Gary, you took off Odegaard. Odegaard would have run on the end of that.
Yeah, but we got to contain this now.
2-2.
We got to contain this. We got 5 minutes left. Let's just manage this game out.
Oh, Firmino scored.
Firmino always scores against Arsenal. Again, Saka loses the ball. He doesn't need to go on his own. It's 3 Liverpool players versus him. He loses the ball. Robertson cross. Channels off of Holding. Zinchenko's got done
Lord,
like a chipper.
man.
And the great header by Firmino at the far post.
Man. Such a good
Zinchenko,
opportunity wasted.
do you know what? I'm not even... Listen, Zinchenko, he's got done by Trent there. And it's terrible defending. It's absolutely shocking. Now he's bringing Tierney on for Zinchenko. Too little, too late, mate.
Yeah, I'd have done that ages ago.
And that's advantage Manchester City. That's advantage Man City now. Oh, God.
Ben White out of position at the far post.
Now it's a test of character right about now. Really is. Like,
terrible defending by Zinchenko. Terrible.
Guys, man.
Ben White didn't even know that Firmino was there. He didn't have a clue.
That goal's been coming for the whole entire second half, man.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, boys, man. Like, seriously.
So thank you to Granit Xhaka and thank you to the referee. It's been a fantastic game.
We better hope that we hold on to the 2-2.
It's just gone mad. We ain't played well in the second half.
Keep blaming Xhaka. What is
I'm blaming him,
this?
Tony. That's it. I'm blaming him. I don't care what anybody says. I'm blaming him because you don't do that. You're going for a title. You don't do that.
This flipping the incident happened in the 40th minute. We're now in 89th minute, and you're blaming Xhaka.
Yeah,
it baffles
yes,
me.
Tony.
You don't want to blame Ben White, yeah?
No, I'm blaming Ben White. Believe me, I'm blaming Ben White.
But you didn't mention his name. You mentioned Xhaka.
Zinchenko should not be getting nutmegged there.
Rinsed. Yeah, you didn't mention
He should not be getting nutmegged there. I'm
Tony,
sorry.
wait till the player ratings. Yeah, Tony, be patient and wait for the player ratings is coming, bro. And that's the same to you as well, Bertram. Yeah, player ratings is coming, bro.
Man.
Yeah, you watch, you're gonna take your licks in the player ratings, bro. The players are gonna take their licks in the player ratings.
Ben White has to check his shoulder, man, before that ball comes in.
Oh, he's gone wide. You've got a whole goal there to aim at. You missed the target completely. Tierney, a chance to win the game, and he doesn't even hit the target. The angle wasn't that bad.
Nah, that's a difficult chance. That's a difficult chance.
For a defender, defender, come on now. Come on, his job is to defend the goal. But we at the minute, we are, it's not Liverpool have played exceptionally well. It's because we've made two mistakes in this game that have allowed Liverpool back into it.
Yeah,
it's the small, finer details of the game that.
Why didn't you go down there, Martinelli? Trent would have got sent off.
But you know what, Lewis as well, they've had all the momentum.
Yeah, losing the ball.
Because the same thing that happened with Arteta last season has sort of happened again today. They've just got in our heads, and they've used that, and that's the way how they play.
Martinelli cannot lose the ball there.
We've just not become accustomed to it. Tierney beats Trent Alexander on the left. It's a corner to Arsenal.
I feel for Zinchenko because he knows he should have done better, man. Like just seeing him on the bench.
But that's what I'm saying. His defending is not up to scratch. He's good on the ball. He brings us a lot going forward, but his defending is not where it needs to be. Tierney should have been on before that.
You know what, Gary? I think the substitutions were wrong. I really.
And they were too late.
And you know what? I wouldn't have taken over Odegaard. Odegaard is where the composure is there. I think he would have been on the end of that Saka cross. When you take Odegaard off, when you take Partey and Odegaard off, you lose something. And
6 minutes, guys. 6 minutes of overtime.
Wow, where's he got?
And Liverpool streaming forward.
Yeah, they are. They're screaming forward.
Arsenal get back.
Liverpool looking for the winner.
They're going to, man. They sense blood.
Trent shoots over the bar. Trent
We've allowed
Alexander.
this crowd into this game, man. That's
Yeah,
one
Trent
thing you
Alexander
cannot
made up
do.
for that mistake by getting the assist on that goal. Well, guys, look, we always knew that Anfield was going to be a challenge, but to go there and do what we've done and have that mental breakdown that we've done, Arteta is going to be livid about this game. He is going to rip into them. You know, Liverpool have looked on top. Liverpool's owned us the second half. It's been nothing but Liverpool. They'll be disappointed that they haven't won this game. Salah's also missed a penalty. Yeah.
It's a hard one to take, man, because
listen, when you go 2-0 up and you're cruising, yeah, you let in a sloppy goal just before 4 minutes before half time, and we haven't recovered in the second half. You know, we had a couple of half chances. Tierney, solid. Well done, Kieran Tierney.
I mean, Man City now, it's advantage City. They have a game in hand, and if they beat us at home, they have a higher goal difference than us. So the roadmap is clear for City to win the title. It's as clear as snow for City to win the title. It's advantage City now. Yeah, so
I mean, that was handball. That was handball.
Yeah, Salah blasted over
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Salah blasted over the bar. He missed a huge chance. A little bit of panic there from Tierney and Gabriel. Yeah, Gabriel and Tierney both hanging on to Salah.
Well done, Kieran. But well done, Kieran Tierney. Didn't just let him run through.
No, I don't think that was well done. I think that was crazy for Tierney. Tierney was pulling Salah's arm back.
They're going to give a penalty. Watch VAR looking at it. Bet you any money.
Well, if they look at it, then Tierney pulled Salah's arm back.
Apparently, Ramsdale's made another save. From what I can see.
Here comes Salah again. And this is what I said to you guys about Tomiyasu taming Salah in the last game. Every time Tierney, what a save by Ramsdale! That was the save of the match. If you didn't think that you've seen a save better this game, Salah curls one in, it's going in, and Ramsdale makes a fingertip save to push it wide. That was the game winner.
That's a save and a half. That is a save and a half.
World-class save. That was the game winner there for Liverpool.
Wow.
That was the game winner for Liverpool. That was an incredible save.
That is the best save. Yeah.
That's an incredible save.
Great header out, Robolding.
Oh, mate.
Final minute.
You can't be giving these kind of free.
It's Canate! And Ramsdale makes another save. Oh, Ramsdale. What a performance by Ramsdale today.
What the hell?
I can't wait until Saliba's back, man.
It's not really
it's Arsenal. It's 2 against 1. Go on.
Play it to Saka.
Oh, God.
Freaking Martinelli, man.
It was 3 against 1 there. Arsenal should have scored.
He got 3 against 1.
Yeah,
Martinelli didn't need to take so many touches. He just had to play the ball.
Yeah,
it's full time. It's full time anyway. 2-2.
Yeah.
But Martinelli didn't need to take 5 touches on the ball. Just play it.
It feels like a defeat for me. Like, going to Anfield's tough and all of that, but you had the opportunity to really rubber stamp this shit.
Aaron Ramsdale. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna get the player ratings done now. Ramsdale gets a 9.5 out of me. That is just a phenomenal. How many saves, Tony? You're gonna have to check up the saves for me while I type this all in. Just an incredible performance from Aaron Ramsdale, world class. If anybody that he should be, if Aaron Ramsdale should be England's number one, look at this game today. Absolutely unbelievable performance from Aaron Ramsdale. Absolutely remarkable save from Aaron Ramsdale. Oh my word.
Aaron Ramsdale today has made 7 saves.
Unreal.
That is incredible, guys. That is incredible, guys. That's incredible.
3 diving saves and 4 saves inside the box.
Oh, look at the save there from Ramsdale.
Wow.
I can't.
Sick, innit? Unbelievable, man.
I don't know what to say. Ramsdale,
Oh,
thank you very much, man. Thank you, Aaron Ramsdale. I mean, the only
Complete
one
thing.
that decided to keep his concentration for the whole entire game. Yeah, he let in 2, but sometimes you can look past that and look at.
He didn't have a chance with the 2 that he let. The 2 that went in, though, he didn't have a chance to save them.
Yeah, and they're,
You know,
and this is
he was
where
let down by his defenders.
and this is where we need to evolve as a team. Yes, we are young, but we cannot keep using that as an excuse now. You know, we've had a whole year. We've had what, a year and a half under Arteta in the way that we're actually playing, right? We've got to manage games so much better. You're 2-0 up. Why are we rushing? Everything was rushed when we was 2-0 up. Why?
I mean,
I don't understand it.
The only thing I could say there, Lewis, is that regardless of and you know, Gary Lineker had said this a couple of months ago. He said because they're the youngest team in the league, they are going to come up against challenges that they're not used to seeing. And this team has been tested over and over and over and over again. And to come to a place like this where they have not won in 11 years. And the first half was fantastic outside of what happened, but it was all Liverpool in the second half. It was all Liverpool. Liverpool should be grieved by not winning this because really they played well enough to beat Arsenal today. And Arsenal couldn't do anything about it because they was completely taken out of their game plan. This was not Arsenal playing Arsenal Arteta ball. They were hanging by a thread. And they didn't lose today. That being said, it's advantage Man City. It's a 6-point lead now. City have a game in hand, and Arsenal's got to go to their place. And we know how. Look, if Arsenal win the league, and it's always been like this, they're going to have to do it at City. And look, a draw is still good enough for Arsenal. If Arsenal go to City and draw, they can still win the title. But for now, it's advantage City.
I think it's still completely in our own hands. If we've got 8 fixtures left, you know, if we don't lose to City, but the main thing now we've got to try and make up the goal difference a little bit. You know, we've got West Ham coming up next. If we can thump them and clear up this goal difference, you know, it's going to be game on.
Yeah, I agree. Look, there's a lot to unpick in this game. A lot. There's a lot of people whose performances have not been up to par. There've been errors. But, you know, I got to also say this is a phenomenal Liverpool team at their home ground. At their home ground, they are phenomenal. And we haven't lost. You know, you kind of look and go, well, all right, 2 goals up. You should be able to manage that. And I agree. I think, you know, in a championship winning team, you need to be able to manage a 2-goal head start. You know, look, our manager didn't make the changes that some of us called before this was happening. When you look at the flow of the game and, you know, the way the game was going, you kind of got to go. You needed to make a change earlier. You needed to impact the way the game was going because it only looked like Liverpool were going to get a goal.
Yeah, second half, we weren't at the races at all.
I think we weren't at the races from.
Yeah, I found the substitutions were strange.
From the second Liverpool scored the first goal, we was out of the game. And it came at a time where someone on that pitch needs to look at the clock and say, do you know what, lads? We only got a few minutes until half time. Nothing silly. If it's got to go, it's got to go. Sometimes playing that old school fashioned hoofball does wonders. You go into halftime 2-0, it's a different game, completely different game. But mentally, when you can see the goal before halftime and you're the team that's leading, it does play on your mind. It really does. And the boys absolutely have to draw a line under this now. We went away, we didn't lose, which is the main thing. All right, we didn't get 3 points, but it's now a test of character. What are you bringing to me? Where's the reaction in the next game? I want to see a reaction in the next game. I want Arteta to go over this game with a fine-tooth comb and say, right, you didn't do this well. If you're in this situation, I want you to do the opposite. Etc., 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 etc. So when we go to West Ham away, which ain't going to be easy, we are prepared. We got a whole 6-7 days to prepare for the next game. City still have to win the game in hand. I'd rather the points on the board than the game in hand, because sometimes you don't automatically win those games in hand, no matter who it is, right? Southampton at the bottom of the table have proved that when they decide they want to turn up, they can beat anybody, right? We have to go out there and show some freaking character now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
like, just forget about it and move on.
I mean, guys, we were lucky to get a point today, if I'm honest. I think we had everything against us. There was no call from the referee. Our players were getting kicked around, thrown around on the pitch. At one point, it was so blatantly obvious to the eye watching this game, as a fan or a neutral, that we were getting nothing. The frustrations from Saka and Xhaka and Jesus was that they were getting kicked to hell, to the floor, and the referee was not interested, didn't want to know. We saw an instance where Ben White made a tackle, which was a follow through, and he got a yellow card. And when the Liverpool player did it, Henderson, nothing. The same exact tackle. He didn't get all of the ball, but his shin got some of the ball. But it was a follow through tackle on the ankle. The referee just wasn't interested, didn't let. And things like that is a blatant bias. And it doesn't matter. You can call me an Arsenal fan. I'm just showing you like for like. And when I'm showing you like for like, it doesn't add up. There is something innately wrong about the officiating when Arsenal are playing, and it's not fair. And people say don't use referees as an excuse. Unfortunately, when you see things like what we're accustomed to seeing, it affects the outcome of a game. And this game was so one-sided towards Liverpool. And look, and we was partly to blame for that with us losing our rag, and I hold my hand up to that. But again, this has been pointed out by Gary Lineker that we are the youngest team in the league, and there will be times when we will be tested mentally like this, and that's going to be a weakness for us. And today it was a weakness. Gary, thoughts? I'm still adding up the player ratings, by the way.
No, obviously a bit disappointed. You go 2-0 up, let them back in the game with a stupid goal just before half time. Had a penalty awarded against us. That was never a penalty in a million years. The referee couldn't wait to point to the spot. They missed the penalty. Then we defended like dogs, and then we get undone with, again, a bit sloppy defending by Zinchenko. I didn't really understand the substitutions. I understood the Trossard one, not the Odegaard one, and especially for Kyrgios. I thought that was strange. I think we made uncharacteristic mistakes. Saka, when he gave the ball away that led to the second goal, he's got 2 or 3 Liverpool players around him. He's trying to take the ball up the field when, it's easier just to come back a couple of yards, lay it off, keep possession. We lose possession there and we never recover. Zinchenko gets done with a nutmeg. Again, his defending is substandard. He's great. He brings us so much with the ball, but when you're asking him to defend in that kind of situation, his defending is just not up to scratch. And then after straight away, he brings Tierney on and takes Zinchenko off. Maybe that could have been done 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah, the subs made no sense. I couldn't make sense of the subs at all. I would have brought on Jorginho. I don't think I would have taken off Odegaard. There was a case for taking off Jesus because we needed Trossard on there, but I would not have taken off Odegaard as well. And I just didn't. I got to be honest. I didn't understand the substitutions, and they did not affect the game. And I'm defending Jakob Kivior because he is a decent player. We all know that, but he's been put in these incalculable situations at the moment that he cannot win in, and it's simply because he hasn't played football for what was it 4 months now? He ain't played football in 4 months, and he's coming in cold in critical times in games where you need stand-up performances. Now, is the situation, can that improve? Yes, it can improve. He got some games up, which I think that he can probably do well at, but part of it as well is that Kivior has to mentally switch himself on as well. So the blame goes both ways. But he's coming in cold in a situation where we've got no backup for centre-backs. Remember, Tomiyasu can back up centre-backs, so can El Nene, but they're still not here. There's just, at the moment, which injuries are starting to catch up in key areas. We got more than enough players in abundance as attacking players, but defensively, we're starting to feel the pinch. And the question again would be, how would Saliba would have affected today's game? I don't know because Holding didn't play a bad game. Holding was decent today, and you can say what you want about that penalty shot, but it weren't no penalty for me. He was decent today. Balls coming in the box. He was knocking them out with his feet, with his head. He was imposing himself. He was, it was playing to his gaps, and nobody dominated him in space. And when you look at what happened with Ben White for the second goal, he lost track of Firmino, had no idea where he was, and Firmino goes in there and heads it in when really...
He didn't even know Firmino was there. Ben White had a shocker today.
Yeah, he did. He absolutely did.
Iron margins decide the games, man, and it was one of those games where if we're switched on for 95% of that game, we'll go away and win it. It's
look at
moments. And
if I look at the situation in the last couple of minutes where Martinelli had the ball, he takes 2 or 3 touches when really first time pass or one touch, then the pass, Saka's clean through.
And that's what I'm alluding to, Gary. It's decision making at crucial times.
Exactly.
And when you're a young side, you're not going to make the right decision. But when you're in and around those situations more and more, you learn from that. So I expect Martinelli in the next game, if he's in that same situation, to say, right, do you know what? Last week I took too many touches. This week, out of my feet, Saka, here you go. Sometimes as a player, you need to sacrifice your name in lights in order to win the game. He had a tremendous game, and he would have had an even better game if he just gave that ball to Saka at the right time. But I'm proud of the boys to a certain extent that we went up there, we didn't lose, and that's the critical thing here. If we'd lost, it would have impacted the mentality a lot more than a draw. But I want to see the reaction against West Ham. I don't want them coming back into the game if we go up. We have to keep our foot on the pedal and keep going.
Listen, let's go to West Ham. Let's put a few goals past them.
Hold on, guys. Here's Aaron Ramsdale. Hold on, guys. Here's Aaron Ramsdale.
Right now, it'll be mixed emotions, but I think over the next few days, it'll definitely be a very good point.
Even in the context of the title, does it not feel like 2 points dropped? He led for over an hour.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I've just walked off the pitch and we've just been under pressure for 30, 32 minutes, 35 minutes, whatever it was, and we've managed to get a point away at Anfield, and they were top side, crowd get right behind them, so it might be 2 points dropped, but we could have dropped a lot.
Relentless of the Premier. You two made several magnificent saves, particularly the one from Salah, which got a nick as well on the way through.
Yeah, that's what I'm there to do, and I enjoyed playing today. Which means so much of helped us out.
How much did you feel as well that your side acquitted themselves mentally? Because you knew about the record before you came here today.
Yeah, I thought we were excellent. I don't think we showed anything about sort of previous games against them. I think the last time we came here in the Carabao Cup, we drew 0-0. So we have had some sort of performances here. But yeah, I think for 50 minutes, 60 minutes, I thought we were very good, and then I thought we defended really well, but got unlocked by 2 goals.
Ultimately, will only time tell what this point means today.
Absolutely. Now we've got to just go back in and work hard every day and build again. But 1 point is a lot better than none, and it's another point on the board, and we'll see where we go from there.
And it's hugely important as well that mentally you see the positivity in the point rather than the 2 points gone.
Absolutely, and that's what the manager will be saying. The manager's hugely positive, and we'll come here, we'll digest it over the next few days, and we'll definitely be showing all the good stuff which we did in the first half to get 2-0 up.
Well, you played your part. You were the player of the match, and well played today. Cheers.
Yeah, so I just wanted to add to that in the 81st minute, 15 minutes before end of time, I said that Ramsdale should get man of the match. He'd already proven at that time that he was the best player on the pitch, and lo and behold, Sky gives him man of the match. To be honest with you guys, I don't think it was very close as far as man of the match goes. Bertram, welcome to you. Let me get your thoughts on the game before I go into the player ratings. What did you think of the game? And happy Easter to you, Bertram.
Happy Easter, you and all your panelists. That's why I don't watch these games on YouTube. Stay away from these situations because I know it's going to be challenging. Look, we start off the game really well, playing position football like we normally do. We're going to have periods in the game where the game changed. I don't think we handled those changes well. So I think we were good up until Xhaka got fouled and the referee didn't call it. And you know how Xhaka gets. He's trying to stand up, shield the ball, gets pushed over. Sometimes he gets it, sometimes he doesn't. He retaliated. He hit first, actually, with his knee in his back when he was going for the ball. Trent got up, did a bunch of different things, and it escalated from there. And Liverpool, crowd got motivated, they got motivated, and they got in the game. And from then, henceforth, it was a totally different game. Did we have chances yet? But they missed a myriad of chances. You think about it. The last one by Kanade, the one by Shaq, Salah missed like 3 or 4 chances, the penalty included. So they got clear-cut chances, but we still had chances, right? The last ball from Martinelli, and Martinelli needs to go on the football field and learn to pass a football, because even though he had a brilliant assist for Jesus, Saka is wide open. Just roll the ball so he can take it in the goal, right? So we can all go home and rejoice. But the game had spurts in it. Liverpool got, when you score, as you know, and I start defending, Arteta needs to think about, well, how do I change the game back in my favor? You don't bring in a player who hasn't played in the Premier League to change the game, right? You needed a left back out there to play with Salah so Gabriel can stay more inside, because Gabriel was playing Salah most of the game. They changed up their formation, changed up their game. We didn't adapt well. When you have Zinchenko, I texted in maybe it was 10 minutes before he got nutmeg that he should be removed, because a ball came off the Salah earlier before that. He wasn't able to be found. And he wasn't marking anyone upfield. So the game had different elements to it as you go throughout the game. They brought on Thiago, they brought on Nunez, they brought on fresh legs, very good player. We never adapted. I would have taken Jesus out. I thought he was occupying Kanadi and occupying. I would have taken Saka out. So I think Saka had a brilliant game. I thought he had spurts and periods in the game, but throughout the entirety of the game, he was his normal dominant self like he's been all season. So I wouldn't have left him in the game. If I want to bring somebody in, maybe not even change any of the forward line, I would have brought Tierney in. I wouldn't have brought the kid in, the Polish kid in. So I was disappointed about how we played after the Xhaka incident, because we have Partey on the field, we have Jesus on the field, we have leaders there. Ramsdale was exceptional today. Ramsdale was a 10 today. He's saving shots from all angles, brilliant saves, and that's why we bought him, because he showed his mettle today. But it's disappointing to me this way, Apollo, because we haven't won on Anfield since I can't remember.
2020.
We had a chance to win today. We had a chance to solidify our position. Now we are much more vulnerable, and we showed a lot of vulnerability today. We were from second half started. We weren't really in the game. We had some counter-attacking plays, make us look good, with some brilliant one-on-one moves. But you look at that game second half, and I don't think that our manager must have been ball watching. I don't think he adapted well to the game. I don't think he repositioned the team well. I think he was lacking when it comes to the fire and what he needed to do. Klopp brought on all the players that Klopp brought on were difference makers. Right? He brought on Nunez. He brought on Firmino. And before that, he brought on Thiago, who started doing what he does in the midfield. So that's why I said I don't watch these set of games, and I probably won't watch a Man City game on YouTube, because the way I express myself when I'm home and locked in my room, it should not be for public consumption. So, but I'm disappointed, because I thought after being up 2-0, we would just really solidify the game, make ourselves hard to break down, hit them on the counter, and that didn't work out today. So disappointing.
So, guys, listen, let's all talk about this Easter Sunday. I'm not going to keep you all long because I've got 10 people in the next room that I've got to go out and enjoy. So we'll try and get through our player ratings when we can. So let me start by talking about, first of all, the star man. I'm giving Ramsdale a 10. That was an exceptional performance by Ramsdale. And I think I'm not going to tell you guys what you already know. We're all eating humble pie. There wasn't one person that I knew that said that this was a good buy when we purchased him, and he's just again over and over and over proven that he has been a fantastic title-winning goalkeeper that we've always needed. There was maybe one instance where he had the ball and he played it out very quickly after Liverpool had a chance at a time when we needed to slow the game down. So I didn't think he should have done that, but that can't even mark you down. The 2 goals he had, he couldn't really do anything with. But just his performance, 7 saves. 7 saves. On another day, this is Liverpool at Anfield. You can see they destroyed Man United here 7-0. But when you've got a goalkeeper like this, you've got a chance. And how he is not England's #1. And I'm not saying that as an Arsenal fan. I'm saying that because of the performances of him in comparison to Jordan Pickford this season. Yeah, just one-on-one with the 2 goalkeepers in all facets of the game, distribution, set pieces, saves. He tops out the numbers. The XG shows that as well for goalkeepers. He should be the England's #1 goalkeeper at the World Cup. He was fantastic today. Even late in the game, that save against Konate, the one before that against Darwin Núñez, he's an incredible performance. And unfortunately, this is where it kind of goes downhill. Ben White was awful. I once said to Ben White, he reminds me of Nacho Monreal because he's so consistent, getting 7s every game. Really, I think this is probably the second game I've seen him play awfully at right back. He's had some howlers at centre back. I think we can all remember those. But at right back, he's been so consistent. Today, he was awful. He struggled with the pace of the game. Everything went behind him. He got booked for a tackle in the first half. He was nowhere in no man's land on the goal, on a Firmino goal. When that's your marker, Firmino's 5'10", you're 6'1", and you're just completely twisted and turned. In a game of this magnitude, you have to be switched on 100%. There's not one. This is the thing, yeah. Forget Arsenal on the over years. This year, you need to be exceptional in every game, and that's very hard to do. And Liverpool and Manchester City have shown us over the last 5 years how mentally strong you need to do. You need to be in order to prepare yourself to win a title. You cannot turn up and have a weekend where it all falls to pieces. That is not what it takes to beat this Man City team. You need to be on it 24/7. And he let himself down today. So he gets a free. Rob Holding, I don't think that was a penalty when he brought down Jota. He had 7 clearances. His positioning was good all day. I'm going to give him a solid 7. Gabriel, I thought Gabriel was solid today. I'm giving him a 7.5. He had to mark Salah. He was the man on Salah all day, and I thought he stood up and done. I thought he was accountable and done a decent job. There was 2 Salah chances that Ramsdale, 2 of the saves Salah had from Ramsdale. He must be scratching his head and thinking how he did not plant them in. But look, Gabriel had one job to do today, and he did it. Zinchenko, a mixed bag. I thought he was really good in the first half, and I thought he was struggling, and he faded badly, and he never fades. Rarely do we ever see him fade, and today he faded. He just evaporated into the turf on the field, and it didn't work today. And I've always said Arteta needs to find a plan where you sorry about this, guys. I've run out of medication, so I'm lacking a bit of air at the moment today. I take a deep breath before I carry on. I've always said that when teams can expose that inverted left back by flooding the ball over there, that we need to come up with a plan. That plan today was Gabriel. But unfortunately, Zinchenko, like I said, a little bit disappointed in him today. I'm yet to see him really shine in a big game against, when we're really up against it. He's been solid all season, but when you have these games against Man City and these games that you have to win, we want to see him step up. We want to see a ground-breaking performance by Zinchenko, and he's let himself down a little bit. But it's still a player that I absolutely love. Where am I? Thomas Partey today, I thought Partey was decent. He was able to control the midfield when he had transitional plays. They overflooded him, and that was by design. They had 3 men on him, which meant the ball had to go elsewhere. It's not Thomas's fault, and he certainly didn't falter when he had the chances to shine. But especially mentioned 3 times in the second half when he broke up some of Liverpool's counterattacks. That's what he does. And he improved towards the end as well. So I thought he was solid today. I'm giving Partey a 6.5. Xhaka, I'm giving him a 4. It's difficult, and I've said this before to Tony. You've got 21-year-old players, 23-year-old, 24-year-old players who are keeping their head today, and it was very difficult for them to keep their head in a game like today. And he's the statesman. Some of you call him the leader on the team. I don't agree with that. I think Odegaard is the leader of the team. There was an instance where Xhaka lost his rag and Odegaard bumped Xhaka's chest as if to say, cut it out. And that's coming from a 24-year-old captain. And so I'm looking for more from Xhaka. Xhaka's shown me a lot this season. He's shown me that he can get his head down and he can brush himself off. He can score. He can be adaptive at that 8 position. But unfortunately, there's still a little bit of that rawness inside of his game, and it reared its ugly head today, and it let the team down. I'm sorry, but that's just the fact of the matter. But credit to him this season. I think he's been a revelation this season. But we have to unfortunately judge players on games that they play, and today he wasn't great. Saka, I thought he was quite quiet. I thought there were times that he started to shine on one-on-one situations and counterattacks, and probably was a bit unlucky in a couple of times. Gary pointed out there was one time when he was on the left, he could have held it back. There was no support at all. Trossard had 2 defenders on him in the middle, and there was no one else. And he crosses the ball in. When he really should have just been patient, kept the ball back, and kept possession. And unfortunately, that was when Ramsdale had to pull off one of his saves because Saka loses the ball by hitting it across. It goes down, and Ramsdale has to pull off a crazy save from Salah just because Saka didn't hold on to the ball. So I thought he was a little bit unlucky with that. Again, experience will be the key when he moves on, but he didn't have his best game today. We go on to the guard. I don't think Odegaard who gives he loses it. I mean, he drew a smart save from Alisson with a shot in the second half as well. But I think when Saka had the chance, when he crossed the ball over and lost it, when there was no support, Odegaard is your support. He's the guy that runs in as the midfielder and becomes that attacking player. And if he was there, he would have been kept up with play and had a chance probably to get on the end of that. And it was just the wrong move. But we'll come on to the manager later. Martinelli, I thought Martinelli played really well today. I thought he caused Alexander-Arnold so many problems. And unlike previous games where he's not really had an effect on the game by outplaying Alexander-Arnold, he had a goal and an assist today. And I thought in fact, you know what? I'm going to give him an 8. Sorry, hold on. Changing the score here. I'm going to give him an 8. I can't justify giving Jesus an 8 and him a 7.5. So I'm giving them both an 8. Fantastic game for Martinelli and 14 goals this season now. And that's probably the reason why we didn't see Trossard start today. It was a question that 4 into 3 doesn't go. One of them has to be dropped. And you kind of knew it was going to be Trossard because you don't take off your team's leading goal scorer. Credit to Martinelli. And I've been hard on him this year. I've been really, really hard on Martinelli. And credit for today's display. Jesus, this was the worry about Jesus. He hasn't played 90 minutes since he's been back from injury. You can see what the manager's doing. You cannot argue with it because he's clearly not in a position where he can play 90 minutes. That's a shame. But today he was fantastic. He was everything that we needed. All the things that we talked about with him and his creative play, his hold-up play. He was fouled 5 times today and only got 1 free kick. 1 free kick after being put on the floor 5 times. No yellow cards. And 4 of them weren't even giving us fouls. They weren't even giving us fouls. The referee just allowed play to go on. How he was able to keep his head is something else. But really enjoyed. I just want Man City to come. I want to see him go against Man City. That's the game I want to see. Arteta. You get a 4, man. And look, you set the team up well. They were 2-0 ahead. That's on you. That's on your preparation. That's on your tactics. That's on your design and your preparation. So you're getting, you got that right. But when it went tits up like it did last season, when you lost your rag and we ended up losing 4-0, the same thing happened today and you didn't get it right. And the substitutions was key to that because Liverpool's substitutions were very impactful to the game. And your substitutions had the opposite effect. We lost our shape. We lost our cohesiveness. We lost everything we had in the game in the first half that was good about this team. We lost it because of the changes that you made. And we were struggling. We were hanging on a string because the changes that you implemented did not affect the game in any way, what shape or form whatsoever. So unfortunately, look, mate, I've given you a lot of... I've given you a lot of 9s, couple of 10s this season. But like I said to Tony, you got to take your licks when they come. And Arteta, you got to take your licks today, man. You got it wrong, bro. Love you, but you got it wrong, man. I'm going to let Bertram do his player ratings first because he did have a bit of input, but he was missing for quite a game. So I'm going to go to him first, and then I'll go to Gary afterwards. Bertram, you got the conch.
I'm going to try to be brief. I just got follow your ratings. Ramsdale, I gave a 10. I thought he was exceptional. Ben White, I gave a 2. I thought he was lost for most of the game. Even his passing was poor. I gave Holding a 6. I think part of the problem we have is Holding doesn't cover the ground that Saliba covers. The protection Ben White has, the protection was missing. So even though balls that come within Holding's range, he could respond to, he doesn't have the breadth and width and coverage that Saliba has, nor the passing from the back between the lines that then forces you to really have to constrict your team so it creates more space in the wide for Saka. People don't realize that how much Saliba passed the ball through the lines. I'll get it to Saka, I'll get it to Partey, all those players, or to Odegaard, which then opens up the game for the rest of the team. And Holding doesn't have that in his repertoire. So I gave him a 6. I gave Gabriel a 9. I thought Gabriel did a brilliant job on Salah until he started going more inside because he get so much penetration, and Zinchenko was nowhere to be found. I gave Zinchenko a 1. I don't think you can play Zinchenko against the Man Cities of the world, against the Liverpools of the world, or Newcastle of the world. You don't need that extra midfielder in those games because the game plays 2 ways, not 1 way. You just only attack. The problem is Salah, who was he marking in the game? Who was his gap mark? Who was his cover? Who was his zone mark? Who was his actual mark? Nobody. A lot of times the ball went up to Salah. There was no one close to Salah, not even within 10 yards. And he wasn't pressing upfield to force the defense to do something with the ball. He wasn't pressing Henderson. He wasn't pressing. Who was he pressing? And the last thing with him getting the nutmeg, the ball can pass, the man cannot pass. Alexander-Arnold can pass, the ball can pass me, the man cannot pass. You block him. Take the free kick and start over. So when he goes in the box and you can't foul him, he can pick a man out, and we know how good he is today. I gave Partey a 7. I thought Partey played well, actually. But we were overrun somebody in midfield. But I thought he played well and tried his best. I gave Xhaka a 5, even with that bonehead decision he made. I thought he tried and played decent in spurts. But, in fact, I'm going to give him a 4.5 because we need more legs in this position. I don't criticize Xhaka that much. I think Xhaka's had a brilliant season. But in some games, when the competition gets to elite level, he sometimes is not there as well. I gave Saka a 5. I thought he looked good in spurts, but you look at the entirety of the game, where was Saka in the game? How did he affect the game? Even the one brilliant play made in the box, when he crossed the ball to no one, and Trossard was available, he could make a decision. Take the ball in more and force the defense to come to you. I didn't think he was that effective in the game, even though he has spurts are brilliant. I gave Martinelli an 8 also. I thought Martinelli, even though I thought he has to roast Trent more. Now, Konate was coming over to double team sometimes, but come on, Trent can't defend himself.
Trent was on the yellow, Bertram. He was on the yellow.
He didn't get roasted. He should have got roasted throughout the entire game. And here's why this is effective. When Martinelli plays and you have Tierney who's flying down the line, that's a different setup than Zinchenko who's going to tuck inside. If you put Tierney outside, the defense has to change. Trent then go chase him if Martinelli can get in the ball. We had none of that. We had no overlapping from our left back. Well, we don't have a left back anyway. It's more like Gabriel playing left back. I gave Jesus an 8. I didn't think Jesus would come off. We could have done a number of things. We could have changed Odegaard and put Jesus at the 10 and play Trossard at the 9 or vice versa. I don't think Odegaard was in the game today. Well, I didn't give him. I gave him a 5. He was, to me, he was in the game as much as a midfielder. Give him the defense we need to affect the game enough. I gave Arteta a 5. We drew, even though I thought I don't know how you bring on Kyriel. That change is puzzling,
baffling.
The kid struggled in the Europa League. Watch him play. Don't have the athleticism. How you put him on the field in this atmosphere at Anfield when we're struggling defensively and we have Tierney on the bench. I've seen Tierney play inside left back. I've seen Tierney play Gabriel plays and play it effectively.
So what must Jorginho be thinking when he sees him Nketiah running on the pitch?
Well, no. I mean, Jorginho would have come on for Partey, right? He can only play one place. And even there, he doesn't. That game didn't call for Jorginho because we needed legs in the midfield. It was shocking that he brought on Kyriel to play versus Tierney to play. Given how Zinchenko was struggling with, did anyone realize how much Salah was free in the entire game when Gabriel was marking him? Yeah. The first half, Gabriel was right upon him. When they start pressure through the middle, Gabriel then had to tuck more inside. Zinchenko is nowhere to be found. So, yeah, and the subs, no need to give the subs any grade because they didn't have enough time to affect the game. But Liverpool should have won the game, guys.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
They had chances upon chances. Salah missed penalty. The last one he kicked over the bar. The Konate miss. I mean, we have to look in the mirror as a team and say, you know what? When we get pressured from a good team, we sometimes don't play as well as we need to. And we got to think about what change. I tell you, to think about what changes does he need to make to change the tide and change the flow of the game, because I don't think his changes have been good today. So those are my ratings.
Yeah, I have to 100% agree with you. Gary, let me go to you. Actually, before I go to you, Gary, let me just cover a couple of the guys here. because you guys have been waiting patiently. When needed, said Victor, did United beat? All right, okay, can't talk about that. Cam says the crowd were quiet as a cat and mouse, and Xhaka decides to wake them both up. Unbelievable. We continue to do this to ourselves when we have the game completely under control. This is George Lazar, our me and Tony's school friend who lives in Chicago. Shout out to you. Chelsea fan. He says, sorry, bruv, your fellas are bottling it. Not yet, George, not yet. Tony, give George a little smile there. So Alex says, question, was it more about belief and a lack of belief? Arsenal had that in the first half, then Liverpool believed they could win. Psychology. No, it was about us losing our rag. And it's happened before. And it's also, Alex, it's also to be expected. This is the youngest team in the league. Let's not think that these guys, from a mental standpoint, physically, there is, we've talked about and we've marveled how great they are and how talented they are and how amazing they are. But there's still very limited experienced football players in that team. And we have to understand that when you are a team like Liverpool, who have, by the way, been pound for pound level with Man City at many times over the last 5 years, you've been there and done it so many times. You know how to wrap your finger around guys and turn the psychology side of the game against you. And that's what they did today. They did it to us last year. Arteta, was only in his second year as a manager. They twisted him up. And today, there was a level of that again today. But I have to say, Alex, though, Lewis made the point earlier on, don't go blaming the ref. We have to take some responsibilities for ourselves. And Lewis is 100% right. He's 100% correct. But, man, today the officiating was so bad. It was so bad. When needed says, let me guess who you... Yeah, exactly. He's not an Arsenal fan. Sure Improvement says... Super Improvement says Arteta obviously told the players to stay behind the ball and defend. It did look like that's what he was doing with the substitutions. It did look like that. But as I said, and as Bertram said, that then falls on your shoulders if you get it right, and it then falls on your shoulders if you get it wrong. If the game finishes 2-1 to Arsenal, then the substitutions worked. Great, fantastic. You was able to run a double pivot, block it all out, and protect the lead. Great. But if you don't, then the substitutions didn't work. And unfortunately, it was the latter. Where are we? Cam says Arteta really slipped up with the subs today. But going into this game, a point would have been a decent result considering our shocking record there. Yeah, but we're not that team. My point in the preview was forget everything you know about Arsenal going to Anfield. Just in the same way I told you about Spurs. We hadn't won in Spurs in 9 years, mate. It's got nothing to do with past form. It's to do with this team now. This is a different problem for teams to accommodate this Arsenal team at their ground away from home. That's the reality of it. They're top of the league because of that. So it really doesn't mean anything to me, bro. G says, I'm devastated. Poor game management from Arteta. Nervy performance from the team. However, managing to still come away with a point is good. Victor says, holding best way of defending is playing the ball out to play. And I thought, I'm not saying nothing bad about Holding today. I thought he had a good performance. Randall said, Chart, disappointment, man. We should have never let them back in. Unfortunately, that's the reality of it, but it says, big up Arsenal. On to the next one, West Ham away. Gary,
when Man U played,
guys, sorry to interrupt, guys, but Lewis's battery is about to die. So can we just let Lewis have his say before he goes?
Okay, go on, Lewis.
Right. So a lot of the ratings you've probably got quite right. Ramsdale definitely man of the match, but then that just tells you how much about the team you need to know. When your goalkeeper is the man of the match, it shows you something's gone wrong on the pitch. Ben White had a really, really bad game. He was not the usual Ben White that we know of. And maybe, that's because Saliba wasn't there. And usually when you got Saliba in the side, Ben White flourishes because Ben White's Saliba's a lot better on the ball. So his decision-making is a lot better. Therefore, Ben White can, go up, attack, and help Saka. And that isolated Saka quite a bit because, Holding is your old school fashion English defender where he's just going to get it and not really look to play. He's going to look to get rid, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I thought he had a really good game. So Ben, gets a 3. Holding gets a 7. I thought Gabriel he could have cleared that ball if he goes with his right foot. He decided to go with his left foot on the slide. And, but other than that, he was pretty solid. So I'll probably mark him down a little bit and give him a 6.5. Zinchenko just was out of his depth today, gets a 4. Partey did what he tries to do, but, it's very difficult in these games where, experience from the opposition showed quite a bit. And, Xhaka was quite missing in this game to a point. For me, Partey gets probably a 6.5. Xhaka, I'm not going to grade. I think, he goes missing in these big games very, very often. Odegaard was another one that was missing today, not his usual self, getting on the ball, dictating play. Give him a 5.5. Saka, another, not really in it, gets probably a 5.5 as well. Martinelli, he tries to do what Martinelli does, drive at Trent. Didn't do it enough when he was on the yellow card. Got himself a goal and an assist. So the 8 is very fair. And Jesus is Jesus. When he's in the side, he does extremely well for us. I'm really happy that he scored a goal in open play in a big game for us. And Arteta got it really, really badly wrong with his changes, like everyone's kind of alluded to. I think at times in the first half, he needs to just get a message out there and get the boys settled and just say, why are we playing so quickly for? But yeah, he probably gets a 3 for me because it was a big, big opportunity missed to get a big 3 points and a big statement in the league. A 3 points today would have really, really, made Man City sit up and say, do you know what, this is going to be really tough for us to get. But it is what it is.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I'm gonna go. And thanks, Lewis, for joining us. If you have to go, happy Easter to you and your mum and your
happy
family.
Easter, everybody.
Excellent, bro. Excellent, nice one. Yeah, it's a really tough one to take. I still think the title is in our hands, even though Man City have got an advantage if they can beat Arsenal. But Arsenal don't need to win at City; they can still draw. Still, the guys, there's a whole lot of football left to play, man. Newcastle right now, nobody don't look like they can beat them. They had a great game with. I think they were playing West Ham. Was it West Ham?
Brentford.
Brentford. They were goal behind, end up winning 2-1. And Isak now is burying everything. Isak is unplayable right now. They're going to be a problem, regardless. Bertram has been saying that since Christmas, but they went through a dip, didn't they? After you said that, Bertram, they went through a dip, but now they've picked it up again. They're scoring goals, and so they're going to be a problem. Gary.
Well, what can I say that hasn't already been said? Obviously going 2-0 up away at Anfield, where our record is so bad, you think that it's going to be our day, and I think we just switched off defensively. Ramsdale, absolutely superb, outstanding. Whatever other superlative you can add to that, he gets an 11, not even a 10, an 11. He was that good today. Some of the saves he made were absolutely world class. Ben White, I thought he struggled throughout the whole game. He had no clue that Firmino was even behind him for the second goal. I think his defending sometimes there's a lot to be decided in the big games. He seems to be okay in the lesser games, the so-called lesser games, but in the big games sometimes he gets found wanting. So I'm going to give Ben White a 3. Holding, I didn't think he'd done a lot wrong. Couple of good clearances, put his head on most things. So I'm going to give Holding a 7. Gabriel, again, he's asked to play almost left centre back and left back at the same time, which is no easy feat. Had a good couple of blocks. Won most of his battles with Salah without the help of Zinchenko. So I'm going to give Gabriel an 8. I'm really disappointed in Zinchenko today. I think someone else mentioned that in the big games he tends not to have such a great effect, and I think that's something that needs to change. Defensively, again, found wanting, like Bertram said. Once Trent nutmegs him, Trent can't get past him. He's got to commit the foul and take one for the team. So Zinchenko gets a 3. Thomas Partey, we've seen it happen before where he plays this single pivot, but against the teams that are on par with us, they flood him 3 against 1, and it just doesn't work. But that's down to the manager to say, look, this is not working here today. Let's get him some help. Whether it's Jorginho or Kiwior or however you want to go about it, the manager has to find a way to cancel out what the opposition are doing to him. So Partey, I thought he had a solid enough game. He's going to get a 6.5. Saka, I thought he was very lucky to still be on the pitch going head-to-head with Trent in a situation that he didn't need to get involved in. Arsenal 2-0 up and cruising. Don't give them any oxygen in that stadium to breathe life into their team, and that's exactly what happened. So Saka gets a 3. Odegaard was really non-existent. He didn't see the ball enough in the first half. In the second half, I don't think any Arsenal player really saw the ball, but he didn't impose himself on the game, so he gets a 4. Saka, I thought he had a bad game. To be honest, he wasn't involved. Lost the ball, which led to the breakaway for the second goal when he tries to do something that he doesn't need to do instead of just keeping it simple, keeping hold of the ball, playing back, and then keep possessing and go again. So Saka gets a 5. Martinelli scores 1, gets an assist. Tyre's work, he could have run at Trent a bit more, especially when Trent had the yellow card. And in that last couple of minutes, he just took too many touches on the ball. One touch, steady yourself, put it through, Saka's clean through. So I would give him an 8.5, but he almost run me over the other day in his Lamborghini Jeep, so he's going to get an 8. Jesus, I thought Jesus was excellent today, scored a good header.
Has he ever had a bad game for Arsenal? I can't remember seeing that. I've seen him miss a lot of chances, but he still played lights out.
Yeah,
Even some of the games where he missed chances, he still gets a.
Missing chances is part of a striker's life, isn't it? You're going to miss them, you're going to score them. Obviously, we'd like him to score every opportunity, but that just doesn't happen. But I thought his tireless work for the team. He made things happen. He was fouled a lot, and he got the ump. Because obviously no free kicks were being given. But I thought he was really good today, so he gets an 8. We move on to Arteta, and I don't really want to bash him because of what he's done and what he's achieved, but he still shows some naive signs in certain games where he's got this one way of playing, and it's kind of like the days of Wenger where it's either that way or no way. And in certain games, I think you have to make changes and you have to employ the right players on the pitch. And I don't think he done that today. I think today was a game made for Kieran Tierney, defending wise against Salah, apart from just letting Salah have that free run on the right-hand side. Zinchenko doesn't want to do the defensive work. So I think he got that badly wrong today. And I think also Tierney should have been on a lot earlier than what he was. And after bringing him on when we concede, that's kind of like shutting the stable door once the horse has already done the off. So Arteta, for me, gets a 3 today. Subs, like Bertram said, they didn't really have any effect on the game, so I'm not even going to give them a grade. But overall, it's still in our hands. We go against West Ham next week, and hopefully we can put some goals past them to try and nullify this goal difference that City have. And when we go to City, it's up to them to beat us, isn't it? We've got all the chances in the world to go there and win or draw. Then it's just how we perform in the rest of the season.
Yeah, and I just said to the guys in the Premier League Friday show in that chat that this is exactly what the FA, Sky Sports, this is all the publications, BBC, BT Sport. This is what they wanted. They wanted it to be a tight run-in to get the media, the fans, and everybody all riled up. What they didn't want was Arsenal just running away with the title, and then we'd have had it wrapped up with 2 games to go or something like that. It's not what they wanted. They wanted to go down to the wire, and it looks like now this is exactly what they've got. Tony, man, you're tired, so I'm not going to keep you long. Don't worry, bro. Tony, let me get your thoughts.
Sorry, just before Tony goes, guys, I've got to jet off because I've got to run my mum home.
Happy Easter, man.
I'll catch up with you all the West Ham game, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll see you later, guys. Happy Easter, everyone.
No problem.
Take care.
One, bro.
Right, see you later, guys.
Right, Tony, you got the conch.
So, well, I mean, I'm pretty much in line with a lot what Bertram says. Performance-wise, there are players on the pitch who didn't do their job. And it's interesting that when I look at your ratings, you gave Ben White a 3 and you gave Xhaka a 4. But we blame the game on Xhaka and he's getting the flack.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, every man's got a responsibility. Ben White didn't uphold
so
his
really the player who should get the flack should be Ben White because he performed less than the player who is actually getting the flack.
Yeah, hasn't he got any flack today, Ben White?
Yeah.
I think every single person here who's Lewis, Bertram, Gary, myself, we've all thrown him under the bus. And look, exactly. I've said the shocking thing about it is that right back, he's been so consistent. He's probably been the most.
Yeah,
and I said this. I don't want to cut your time, but I said this last week. I said, how is this guy? I know there's a thing going on with him and Darren Southgate. I don't really care for it. I don't do drama, but I've always said Reece James is the best right back, but he's been injured this season. So I'm sorry. Ben White has to go into my Premier League first 11. He really does. But today he was awful.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Ramsdale clearly was the man of the match. 10 is not an understatement. Some of those saves were ridiculous. White, I'm going to join you on that 3. Holding 7, Gabriel 7, Zinchenko. Now, Zinchenko clearly wasn't at the races today. Just looking at the fixtures.
Is there any of the stats that backs up otherwise? Because I'm going to tell you and Bertram here now, which I've repeated on the channel over the last few weeks. I'm getting really frustrated with this system because we are a much better team when we are attacking at all angles. And for some reason, in the last 3 games, we have come heavily dependent on that left-hand side. And Martin Odegaard has almost vanished from the creative part of the game. And first of all, what you're doing is you're underusing and understating your own resources.
So the reason is obvious. Because the play started by a Holding, who loves the ball over. It's not started by Saliba. This play is obvious.
Yeah.
We used to be right when Saliba gets it, he holds it. You then have to commit as a defender, whether you're going to go to him or not. You can't force him to do what he doesn't want to do. Holding doesn't have that confidence. Either go crossfield to Gabriel, or he dumps the ball long, or he try to go outside to Saka. He doesn't draw the defense in. He doesn't have that confidence. You look how Man City plays and you realize how much they challenge you to try to win the ball off them, which then sucks you in, which then allow them to attack you. So that's obvious as to why. Saliba's being missed has become much more obvious now when you watch Holding play versus Saliba play.
You're going to.
I mean, I don't know how tactically obvious that is. I think since Rob Holding's come in, and it's 3 games now.
Yeah.
I think he's done all right. I think he again didn't make any glaring mistakes today. He keeps it simple. You know, look, when you've got a Rolls Royce and you don't have another Rolls Royce that you can put on the pitch, then you're looking for, like, you know, high-end BMW, high-end Audi.
No, don't use BMW. Disrespect BMW. Let's say Camry. Let's say Camry. Let's say
we don't have that car over here in the
and guys, let's be fair, he wasn't to blame for today's result.
Yeah.
No, nobody's blaming him. Nobody's blaming him.
So, you know, look, he gets a 7. I don't blame him at all. I think he had a decent game. I think he was, you know, as you said, he's getting 7 blocks clearances a game.
It's ridiculous, man. That's so good.
That in itself gives you more than enough reason to say he's an able and capable replacement for when Saliba is off. But, you know, you cannot discount the fact that Saliba is a point or two ahead of him game by game when it comes to positional play and being someone who can do something at both ends of the pitch. So I had stopped on Zinchenko because Zinchenko for me, I mean, the error leading to the second goal is such a huge error.
Yeah.
It's such a huge error, and I can't give him a 6 for that. You know, the guy was overrun, as Bertram alluded to. At no point in time was he able to control what Salah was doing. And you kind of go, well, you know, look, Tomiyasu showed in previous games that he can control Salah. Zinchenko can't. And then he makes a huge error to gift them a third goal, the second goal, sorry. And I can't help but think, well, he gets a 4 at max. If White is getting a 3, Zinchenko gets a 4. Partey, 6.5, I'm happy with. Xhaka, I can't give him anything more than a 4. You know, he's a player that, you know, if you're chasing a game, I kind of feel he's the one that you should get rid of instead of Odegaard. I think you should always forfeit Xhaka instead of Odegaard, because Odegaard, as you said, Apollo, will get you, you know, a run in the last minute end of the box into the box. He'll find a pass somewhere somehow to, you know, open up a defense.
I do want to mention. Sorry, Tony. I do want to mention something that when Arsenal had those 3 games where they were tripping up and going through the purple patch, did you notice that in those 3 games, what was the one thing that Arteta did, which he's not doing now? He subbed off Xhaka. And he brought on Vieira in 2 of the games. I can't remember. I think the third game was Smith Rowe because he was back from injury then. But I noticed that he did those in order to get out of that funk and purple patch. He ain't doing that anymore.
Yeah. So that to me is, you know, look, I've said this on so many forums previously. Xhaka's position is the one position on the pitch that I think is so easily upgradable. A more technically aligned number 10/8, because he's neither a 10 nor an 8. But a player who has got more capability can easily walk past Xhaka into that position and make us a better team. So yeah, 4 for him. Odegaard, game went past him. I give him a 5. Saka really struggled to get into his game. I'm happy with the 6. Martinelli scored a goal and gets an assist, so he has to get an 8. But he also missed a golden opportunity to release a pass to Saka to win the game in the 93rd minute. Jesus is all over. You know, he had a decent game, scores a goal. He's all over the place. He's not getting fouls that he should be getting. But yeah, I'm happy with an 8. And then Arteta, he has to take that one on the chin and say, look, I'm at fault here. I could have made tactical changes, which I didn't. And then he's fighting fire, you know, at the wrong time in the game. So I agree with your 4 on that.
Yeah, he's actually getting into a stage where he's putting out his own fires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
one.
you know, look, we have another week now where we go and we watch City play next week in the midweek, and then we see them play at the weekend, and then we play West Ham. So, you know, we're going to be hopefully getting back to winning ways next week. You know, look, it's not a complete disaster. We haven't won here in so long. And again, you know, this is a team that put 7 past United. So I was perfectly willing to say, you know, look, I'll take a draw. But when you're 2-0 up, you kind of think you should be able to game manage that. But I'll take the 2-2 and move on and know that, you know, look, we can still be the dictators of our own destiny if we go to the Etihad and we make sure we don't lose. That's all we need to do.
So I predicted we would have tied this game, so I'm still on track. But I don't see how. No, I predicted. I think I probably won one I predicted or something. I had us getting 1 point out of this.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, put it up. I was getting 1 point.
Yeah, that's a bit cheeky. That is. Let me have a look at that.
I was getting 1 point. I thought we'd get a point out of this. By the way, I was losing to City. I don't see how we beat City. I watched City for the last few games.
They look so good at the moment.
Not only that, all City players are mini giants with the same skills that you have. Our front line is small. Jesus is small. Saka is. You look at their team. Grealish may be the smallest player in the team because Silva is on the bench. And Grealish is a more skillful player.
So I've just highlighted, I said that we were going to beat City. Naomi said draw. Vincey said draw. Gary said draw. Bertram said draw. Tony said win. The African Guna said draw. Ebony and Tom said win. So, yeah, I mean, wow, man. We were so close. Guys, you realize that we could have gone down to 10 men. We didn't even turn up in the second half, and we were still 6 minutes away from winning. But
as you mentioned, Apollo, when you have Trent and a yellow who can't tackle anyone, who don't know how to tackle, you have to be thinking, you know what? I'm going to force him to make a tackle. I'm going to play to make a tackle and get a red card. I'm going to force him to make decisions that he can't make. We didn't pressure Trent second half like we should. He can't defend himself, and we still allowed him to be on the field for 45 minutes. That shouldn't happen.
Bertram, I've got one thing to say to you. When you are playing in week 1 in September and you've just thrown an 80-yard touchdown on a rookie cornerback, you don't spend the next of the 3 quarters going elsewhere.
Exactly.
You keep going at the same guy until they replace him. And I don't understand the philosophy of football managers and even players, because the players on the field should know that Trent is on a yellow. So give the damn ball to Saka. They were
or Apollo, give Zinchenko doesn't overlap. You put Tierney on, let him run Tierney down.
Yeah, and then run Tierney down there.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't get it. And there is no tactical advantage to not do it.
Exactly.
So I don't get it.
They scored about 6 against Man U in the second half, didn't they?
Yeah.
And could have scored more. They could have scored 6 against us today. You think about all the misses. Saka missed about 3 or 4. Nunes missed. Konate missed. And we're talking about easy chances. We're not talking about difficult chances.
Yeah.
They had a lot of chances. Too many chances. That's concerning. And most came from Zinchenko's side of the field. Now, Ben White wasn't helping himself on the right either. But if you look at the Salah misses, the Konate misses, they all came from the same side. And Gabriel was playing well. That means Xhaka and Zinchenko weren't doing their jobs as well as they should.
And then so you go back to sports as a whole, and when you look at it, part of the battle of a sporting match, whether it's tennis, whether it's boxing, whether it's football, whether it's American football or basketball, part of it is not to just turn up and play your game, but try to do something to destabilize your opponent. And Liverpool achieved that today. They achieved that 100%, and that gives you that extra edge. Because Arsenal, I didn't even recognize them in the second half. That wasn't Arsenal.
We're lost, Apollo, all over the place. Once in a while, we get a breakaway, which we didn't really turn. There's a difference between us and Spurs, you know. When Spurs get those breakaway, you're gonna pay, and we got 3 or 4 of them, right? Even the one that Saka beat the two people in the box.
We were 3 against 1. We were 3 against 1. There was one time that we broke. We were 3 against 1. And you know who had the ball? Martinelli. And
But you can't have Martinelli. You know Martinelli can't pass.
I know. And that's why I realized it wasn't going to be a goal. I said, I shouted out, it's 3 against 1, guys. And I see who was on the ball. And I was like, okay, Martinelli's got the ball on the left.
Yeah.
So it looks like, just so you're aware, there was a statement just put up on the screen. I don't know if you guys saw it, but the Football Association of PGMOL are going to be looking into the incident at halftime between Robertson and the linesman.
Wow.
They said the linesman elbowed him, right? That's what I heard.
Yeah, we saw it, man.
But he can just elbow you for no reason. What did you do or what did you say? Inappropriate if he did, actually, but...
Yeah.
That's a good point, Bertram. 2 sides to every story. We need to see his report.
If what Robertson did was inappropriate to the point that it required that kind of action, then he should just get a red card, innit?
And the linesman has to be banished from the field also.
Yeah, but whatever he did or said to cause that kind of reaction, I mean, you don't just turn around and say, "Oh, look, you're a fat referee." You got to say something that takes this guy out of his comfort zone.
But Tony, we said that we've never seen an official do that in the Premier League ever, not once.
You're not allowed.
So,
you can't.
So there's a certain professionalism that comes with your job, and that upholds you, because unlike a footballer who can be banned for 10 games or 5 games, an official will never make it back. If you make that mistake as an official, your career, you're done.
Yeah. I mean, you know what the funny thing is, though, Apollo? You say that, yeah? I'm a teacher. And the same thing that happens in the teaching profession. I have to take the crap from the students all day, but I cannot say a word out of turn.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
I can't put my hand on a child.
Yeah.
Yeah? But I have to take it. They can swear at me. They can cuss me. They can push me. They could smack me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll be suspended.
Smack me in the face.
Yeah.
And I can't turn around and swear at that child.
More power to you, Tony. I'm glad I'm not teaching.
But
I could not be a teacher.
But you know what? And I've been a referee.
Yeah, but he's right. Tony's right.
No, I agree. I agree with him.
I've been a referee. And some of the things you have to put up with as a referee, sometimes you go to yourself, hang on a second. At some point in time, referees do crack. They do crack.
I've never seen it, bro, man. That's what I'm telling you.
You won't see it. Because if the referee cracks, it normally is at their formative stage. And at that stage, they get taken down. They're like, you can't handle this.
And guys,
you can't become a top-class referee.
And guys, what you have
balls of steel.
And guys, what you have to remember is the perspective here is that if something was said, it would go in the report card and be sent to the FA, and then that would be dealt with at a later date. So they know they have the law on their side, because anything that is written in that book that gets submitted to the FA gets investigated. A player can't do that. A player or a manager couldn't say, "Oh, I'm going to investigate you to the FA." They have no power, but the referees and the officials do. So it confuses me as to why the linesman would have done that, because as you said, if there was something said like, "I'm going to come after your family," or "I'm going to get guys to whatever," or "you're dead after the game," or anything to that respect, he should have reported that to the referee. And that would have gone in his report after the game, and then that would have been invested. And they would have taken his word over it.
Well, we have some inconsistent way of treating these things, right? So when Fernandez played for, what he played against, and he flashed the referee off, or the linesman off, actually. He had to push the linesman away. He didn't get a ban, even though they're saying the linesman touched him first. Mitrovic did something abhorrent. He got, an 8-match ban? Nothing happened to Fernandez.
Yeah.
So he set a precedent. And in this case, no matter what was said to the linesman, I want to see, did he really elbow him, or did he put his hand up? What was it he did? Because he will not be a linesman again, and I don't think anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the multiple replays at half time, and he actually jabs his elbow into Henderson's throat.
Yeah, it looks like it. They're actually showing you now. I type in PGML, MOL, and it shows you his arm. Maybe he's saying back off and put his hand up to block him or something.
Wow. I mean, well, you know, the thing about an elbow, Bertram, look up, Bertram. The thing about an elbow is you can either lift one up or wind it, and he winded it. Yeah, and so there's a different there's intent there to hurt. When you
it looks like he's been to the gym, you know. He doesn't look. It looks like somebody's been in the gym. Actually,
hey, listen, I've seen some of them NFL officials showing their guns. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like somebody's been in the gym. I was smiling, saying he's been in the gym. He probably.
Oh Lord!
I don't know what transpired there. It's not a good look for the Premier League. It's not a good look.
Yeah, listen. When I saw his guns, like I said, man, there's some NFL officials that they wear the short t-shirts and you see their guns and you're like, I ain't gonna mess around with that guy. That guy's hitting the gym every day. So I don't know what's going through Henderson, because Henderson walked up to him. Anyway, let's see what the investigation says.
You know what's better about today's game? So we're up 2-0, and I'm saying, okay, I was wrong in my prediction. I'm so happy I was wrong. We're gonna go on and do this because we were really dominating the game, and then it all turned. Not a good thing.
All right, guys, listen, I'm going to let you get on with your Easter Sundays and Bank Holiday Monday tomorrow. You don't have a Bank Holiday in New York, do you?
No, we were off on Friday, actually. We got Friday off, so.
Right, we're getting spoiled because you know we have 2 in May. We're getting an extra one because of King Charles's coronation.
Yeah, no, you guys get your holidays later in the year. We get ours earlier.
Yeah, we have 9 in a year, and then we have 8, sorry. But this year we have 9 because of the coronation. So 9 bank holidays.
Yeah, I think my company has 9 because we have Juneteenth also, which is what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma Bay back then.
Incidentally, I could be over in Juneteenth. I'm planning a trip, but unfortunately I won't be hitting New York. I'm planning a Los Angeles and Las Vegas trip for a big boxing event.
Okay.
Nice.
I was gonna say to you, was it for Jashawn? Because if it was, I'd be coming. Because look, he's in New York. Bertram, Bertram, have you got to any Giants games?
No.
Because it would be good if we met up with Jashawn, but maybe that's something we can plan if it goes well this September and he makes the team again. All right, guys, listen, happy Sunday. And to all of you guys who were watching the view, thanks. Frustrating day at the office, I know, but we're here to make sure that your Sundays and your game experiences are at the best of the levels that we can find. Drama to the very end on this one, guys, and a really good game for the Premier League, if I must say, in a neutral standpoint. Firmino's late header, they come back from 2-0 down. Arsenal now 6 points clear of Man City, and City have a game in hand, and that's where we're going to leave it today, guys. Happy Easter. See you guys later, man. Peace out. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.